Hello everyone, I'm Real Just Jake, and with me so far is...
The American Slacker. We're starting this early. If basically, I want to say that the stream's going to start at around the 55-minute mark, because we're recording this locally because Jake's internet is sucky right now.
This is.
But until then, we're going to wait for some more people to come in. I don't know who's going to come in. Lion said he'd be back. We're just going to give predictions.
Yep. Alright, I guess I'll start. I think that's gonna open it up with hopefully new God of War, a new trailer, some gameplay of it.
I'm expecting a release date.
A release date and some gameplay. That's what I'm expecting. Because last
time I said spring, I'm gonna say it's gonna come down to sometime in March. I'm not sure what day they will pick, but I will bet money that it will be someday in March.
I'm guessing, yeah, March sounds about right. March or April. One of those two.
If it's April, it's gonna be early April, like
April 1st. Actually, let's see what days in April, because they can usually release on a Tuesday.
Yeah, look at the release history of God of War games. They typically release in March.
Alright, I believe you.
You're not even gonna look it up?
Oh yeah, I'll look it up. Release dates. March. The first one was released in March 22nd of 2005. The most latest one was actually in July 14th, 2015. That was God of War 3, but that was the remastered.
Yeah, like original release dates of these games.
March 13th, 2007, God of War 2. June 20th, 2007, for Betrayal. Chains of Olympus with March 4th. God of War 3, March 16th. Ghost of Sparta, November 2nd. And so, yeah, March is the common theme. So, I believe you.
Yeah.
Let me see. Probably new Days Gone. Maybe some more story of what we're supposed to do.
I'm expecting to get more information on that From Software project.
Oh, was it Bloodborne 2 or something else?
It's basically Bloodborne 2. Like, I think everyone's going to be shocked if it isn't Bloodborne 2.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see what I'm hoping something from Sly Cooper. Every year I say something. I always say something like, "Please, please, please." But I'm not sure.
Oh no, it's been 4+ years since the last one came out.
Yeah, and they just released the new Jack and Dexter. So the Jack and Dexter games. So, I don't know.
I don't know. What? Let me look at... personally, I think if there is going to be a new Sly Cooper, it's going to be from Sandro. So, I'm going to just take a quick look and see what they've been doing lately. And it's mostly VR stuff.
The thing about Sandro, it was when Sly Cooper 4 came out, about 2 years later, they asked, it was like, "Hey, are you doing a fifth one?" I was like, "Well, we haven't got the green light yet for it, so we're not sure." Oh, Ghost of Tazakazumi, the new Sucker Punch game.
Yeah.
I want to see some gameplay of that.
Okay, wild card here, Spyro.
Okay.
during the Game Awards, they showed like a little video showcasing the history of PlayStation. There was a little bit of Spyro in there. Some people said, "Oh, Spyro Remaster's coming." I wouldn't go that far. I think they'll make an announcement of something, but I don't think we're going to see anything more. Like, I think they're going to do like Spyro exists. We're going to be working with Activision to bring him back, just like we did Crash. Because Crash actually did really friggin' well.
Crash did really well. So they were like, oh, we can do this. And people, the older generation who loved it will buy it, and the newer generation will probably like it because the old generation liked it when they were young. Yeah. So it's kind of best of both worlds.
The thing about Spyro, though, is that unlike Crash, like, I can confidently say that I love all three games.
Let's see, what else? Hopefully we get a lot of new, maybe a release date for new Spider-Man game.
Honestly, I'm gonna be completely honest. After Sony kind of disappointed me with E3, I am hoping that they come out swinging with the impressive stuff now.
Well, they said we held a lot back. So I'm kind of curious. Are we just gonna get all new games, or are we just gonna get? I'm expecting like 60% of it or 70% of it to gonna be about new games. Because there was an actual interesting article that came out. That came out by a producer of Sony. And they said they're giving us a lot of leeway. Like, we can almost do anything we want now. And when you kind of think of that, I was like, when you give someone that much freedom,
dreams. The Media Molecule project. They finally. It still exists and it's coming next year, so maybe we'll get more info on that.
Yeah, I'm kind of They didn't release. They said of what the potentials can be. It's just mostly up to the user, and I just can't wait for that.
Maybe we'll get more Soul Calibur 6 info.
Maybe. That would be I'd actually never played any of the Soul Calibur games, so.
Oh, they're good. Oh, they're great.
I know they're great, but I just haven't played any. I know this is probably not gonna happen, but they just announced a new One Piece game that's gonna be fully open world. So I'm kind of curious of what that's gonna be, because they announced it for Switch and PlayStation, but not for Xbox.
Well, Xbox isn't a thing in Japan.
That's true. No Xbox in Japan.
Xbox.
Tell me I don't look like a dick saying Xbox.
Yeah, I think I've said this multiple times on the channel, but there's a reason why Xbox doesn't do well in Japan.
Actually, a lot of things don't go over well in Japan. Almost any Microsoft thing.
Yeah, in fact, they actually had to change Crash Bandicoot immensely in order to get it to sell in Japan.
Let me see. What else? I wonder what studio that hasn't released anything in a while. Sucker Punch, of course. But
Last of Us 2.
Last of Us 2.
I mean, that's a given, but still.
They're probably going to come out with something with that. Or end on something
Actually, you know what? I don't think we've heard anything about that since last year.
Actually, I just read an article came out last night talking about it. No one really no information, but people are still talking about it. It comes up every once or twice. Let's see, what else has been... I'm trying to think of studios that...
Let's see, we know what Sucker Punch is doing. We know what Naughty Dog is doing.
Um,
Uh,
it's Insomniac's doing Spider-Man.
yeah.
Um,
We know what Media Molecule's doing.
yeah, actually, I won't be. You think I'd be surprised if they also tease out a new Ratchet and Clank game?
Uh, Not really, but I would still like to see that. Like maybe a remaster. Like I'm not expecting like a new game of Ratchet and Clank, but I would be down to see like a remaster of some of of one of the PS3 ones. Like maybe if they got like the Tools of Destruction trilogy all in one package.
I wouldn't mind that because I can't find the metal game anywhere. It doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, the middle game was
the quest for booty doesn't exist anymore.
Well, here's the thing. It's not really worth it because there's no trophy support anyway, so there's no way to show off your achievements. And even if you don't care about that, I heard it's a mediocre game anyway.
Actually, the most mediocre game that I can think of for the Ratchet and Clank series is All for One. If you remember that game or not.
I do, but
I just it was an okay game. But it was broken in so many ways.
oh my god.
Not broken as in the game's physically broken, you can't play it. But the game is broken as in that you can start playing, but no one else can join from like the third chapter. Because it goes out saying, oh, this is a new person. We have to start that person on level 1. And not the exact same person as you are. So you're on a level 3 playing with a level 1. So it's kind of broken. But it wasn't a bad game. I had a lot of fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just broken in that once you start playing, you can't play with anyone else. But I kind of want them to keep on going the story that I understand what you're saying with the future trilogy to come out on one disc. I think that would be cool. Because I would play that. Because I played 1, and I have 3. Dan gave it to me for my birthday, and I haven't played it yet. So I kind of feel bad.
You mean a Crack in Time?
Uh-huh.
Crack in Time is probably the best one.
Better than Going Commando?
No, I mean of the futures.
Oh, for the future?
I mean, it's still it's one of my favorite Ratchet and Clanks, but I wouldn't say it's the best one.
I think the best one is the Going Commando.
I haven't played that one. I'll have to do that.
That's the second one in the original.
Yeah.
It's my favorite because of a couple of reasons. They just added in that you can upgrade weapons. And you can like throw bombs, and when you upgrade that, it goes into tiny nukes. So every single time you throw it, you see a little tiny mushroom cloud that comes out of it. It's fucking awesome. Actually, PlayStation released a trailer today. Said a free trailer before they actually started. Let me see if we can try to find that real quick. Here it is. Evil Within 2, that's it.
That's already out.
Oh, free trial. Sorry, I read that wrong. Available now. PS4, you can get a free trial with it.
Mm.
Let me see. What else? Let me go... Oh, Dreams got an award. Wait, they got an award?
Okay, long shot, but you know how they re-released Parappa the Rapper 2 on the PlayStation Store?
Of course.
And then they re-released the original Parappa the Rapper?
Yeah, so you're hoping for Proper Rapper 2?
I don't know, like...
The Rappening?
I mean, it's one of those things where if it doesn't pop up, I won't be disappointed, but at the same time, if it did happen, I'll be happy.
Actually, what I really want from Hideo Kojima is not.
We're definitely I will be shocked if we don't see Death Stranding.
They didn't show it last year. Actually, at physical PlayStation event, they didn't show it last year, but they showed it during when he was on stage. But he showed it with different music. It was like, I can show this with this different music, and you give this type of impression. That's what I just love about Kojima. He's an artist. He shows trailers from different point of views through different songs.
You are safe now, my child. Thank you, Kojima, for giving me whatever the fuck that was.
And we got a huge trailer last night, and I'm not expecting another huge trailer, but of just some like gameplay of what it's going to be like. Is it just going to be pure stealth, or?
Yeah, we have no idea what the hell kind of game this is going to be anyway.
I'm guessing it's pure stealth, but again, we have no fucking idea. There's so many questions in this. It's fantastic. What happens if they just have a full segment of just pure anime games?
I have a feeling you will be very happy.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you know this already.
Do you watch Alpha Red?
No.
Well, one of his latest videos is him playing Galgun.
Why?
And because he has like the Oculus Rift and he played it with that.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. But you know My Hero Academia, right?
I'm aware of I'm aware of its existence, but I don't know anything about it.
So about last week, they announced the game's coming out. There's a physical game coming out, and they released some screenshots of it. But we have no idea what the game's even going to be about. So hopefully they show us something. I'm pretty sure they won't, but then again, I'm hoping. It's the top anime this summer, so. Well, one of the top anime.
Speaking of anime, did you see Kimono Friends?
Kimono Friends. This sounds familiar. I don't keep on touch with every single one of them. So, if you show me an image.
Oh no, that was a pretty big one early this year.
Kimono Friends. Oh, this one. Yeah, I've seen clips for this.
It's actually a good show.
Seen clips for it, but I just didn't get into it.
You were put off by the bad animation.
It's not bad. It's better. It's better than Ruby.
Dude, you're talking to an animator.
It's better than Ruby. It just looks weird with the 2D background with the 3D model.
The reason why it's better than Ruby is because Kimono Friends actually put effort.
I have a friend who's a huge Ruby fan, so.
And
the only reason he likes Ruby is because they have guns with swords.
Gun swords.
Gun swords.
I can put that. If that's all it takes, then I should put that in Flintville. Like, for no reason whatsoever. Just suddenly Dusty comes out with like, here I am, look, I have a fucking sword gun. I'm already the best character on the show. This is proof. Fuck you.
I'm actually pretty excited. Oh, what about Borderlands 3?
I don't...
Maybe?
Okay.
Slight
Can we
chance?
talk about how much of... Randy Pitchford is a lolcow.
I think we had a discussion about him one time.
Oh my god, like...
Huge discussion.
Okay, for everyone who says that we're punching down with the Sonichu series, literally, the next two lolcows we're going to be making fun of are Movie Bob and Randy Pitchford. These guys both have platforms, and there are people who legitimately think they have points. One of them's a fucking CEO, for Christ's sake. Like, how would we be punching down him?
Yes, we could be punching down him when he's up in his ivory tower.
The dude has a fucking humiliation fetish. Like, there's so much we can milk from him.
We can literally pump him for months, and we still have leftovers.
Well, I won't go that far. Like, I think there's
I'm
enough for, like, one long video or maybe, like, a mini-series. But there's nowhere near enough as what we would get from Chris Chan or Movie Bob.
That's true. That's true. But I like Borderlands 2, and the pre-sequel, it wasn't good, but
Borderlands is the only good thing that Gearbox has ever made, and that was because they accidentally fucked up and made a good game.
I think they just had fun making the game. I think that was their problem. They literally said, "Okay, we can just like this is a game about guns," and they just made a game about guns, and that's what it is. It's just a game about guns. Oh yeah, what do you think about Outlast coming to the Switch? I know this is in PlayStation, but Outlast coming to the Switch.
I'm not sure why anyone will want to take, like, somebody cutting off my finger on the go.
Just imagine if someone you just sitting there in public, and then you just look over, you just see the fingers getting cut off.
Like the guy's playing the game on one hand, and with his other hand, it's down his pants.
Squeezing his nuts.
Yeah, because that's his fetish. Like, people getting dismembered is that guy's fetish.
Let me see. What else is I'm trying to think. What else is there that it can... I think we're just going to see mostly new games. Hopefully we get to new...
I want them to announce Smash Brothers.
Actually, there was talk about them making a new Battle Royale.
Where's Animal Crossing?
Wazowski. Hey, Wazowski. Come here. Slip my nipple.
PlayStation, why don't you make Halo? Why is Halo not on your console?
I don't know. Why is God of War not on yours?
Oh no.
Fuck you, that's why.
Why isn't Bayonetta 3 on either of our systems?
Cause fuck us.
I don't know, I guess we shouldn't have shunned one of the most talented developers in the industry.
Maybe. But it's saying that's our fault, so let's not go with it.
I don't know, did I make my case about how Platinum is actually super talented and that they just...
Sometimes Platinum makes a really good game, and sometimes Platinum makes a really bad game.
Well, no, it's not that. It's just that when the quote-unquote bad games they've made are the ones where they really don't have any room to stretch out. Like, when you give Platinum the ability to do whatever the hell they want, they end up creating amazing games. Like, Bayonetta and Vanquish are two great examples. Nier Automata is another.
I just remember the when actually that Optimus Prime the Transformers game.
Transformers
really
Devastation. Yeah, that's another one. But yeah, long story. But yeah, give Platinum the ability to do whatever they want, and they make an awesome game.
What are the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Remember how good that game was?
Well, I was gonna get to where if you restrict them and make them follow
guidelines,
PR standards, then you get shit like the Korra game and.
I was really hoping the Korra game would be good too.
I had high hopes too. Like, I heard Platinum and I'm like, holy shit.
And I said this to one of my friends named Emily, we were both huge into Korra. And I was like, oh shit, they're making a game. It's done by Platinum, and they're a pretty good team. So hopefully, and then I saw the gameplay. I'm just like, oh my god.
I watched the freelance astronauts play, and oh my god, that was painful.
The thing about it is that he could have done so much, especially with she has pretty much the beginning of the series. She had all three mastered already, just except for air. And that was I was like, oh my, it's like you can do so much with fire, earth, and water at once. They should just like make, like for those type of games, they should just make like a samurai warrior type and just have a bunch of ass enemies. Just make a hack and slash like that. Because they did that for the One Piece games, and the One Piece games are amazing. Except they're not English dubbed, because I'm the only person in the world that likes English dubbed.
Yes, you are.
Actually, let me actually take this. There we go. I'm the only person in the world that likes English dubbed, and
Yes, you do. Yes.
Oh, maybe they'll do that too.
What?
They also about the middle of this year they announced the new oh crap, what is it called? Seven Deadly Sins game. And I'm expecting that to be a hack and slash type, but with Meliodas in the game.
Hmm.
So hopefully we get something with that.
Okay, this also has nothing to do with Sony, but outside Bayonetta 3, there's another game coming exclusively to Switch, Shin Megami Tensei 5.
Does that sound familiar?
It's basically what Persona came from.
That's why.
Yeah, Persona is a spin-off series of Shin Megami Tensei.
Right now, I'm just reading the comments for Facebook because they just posted their thing live on Facebook.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just reading the comments. I'm just like, someone wants Five Nights at Freddy's for VR.
No.
Did you see the new Five Nights at Freddy's game?
No.
Because it's for free?
No, because I'm not 12.
I just finished Market. Oh, Detroit Becoming Human. I want a release date for that. But yeah, so and Markiplier is kind of sad because it might be actually done because the creator Scott just said at the very end he just wrapped everything up in a semi-nicely bow. So Oh, Red Dead Redemption 2. You think anything for that? No?
No.
That's going to only be an E3 thing?
No, like, I think if there's going to be any information on that, Rockstar's going to release it themselves.
Didn't they have a release time period and they expanded that?
Basically, when Rockstar announces that they're developing a game, it comes out anywhere between 2 years from the announcement and the end of the world.
I can believe that at the end of the world.
Square Enix is the same thing, except we don't even get except they don't even show gameplay.
Kingdom Hearts 3. You think we could see anything for that?
Maybe. They finally announced that it's coming out in 2018, so...
Actually, I'm expecting Kingdom Hearts 3 and maybe, just maybe, hear me out for a millisecond, but Final Fantasy VII Remastered. Because that was a PlayStation event too, experience too. The very first one.
No, that was at E3 2015.
What was it?
Yeah,
E3?
it was 2015. Because
That's
Neon
right.
Cabaret exists. Yeah, Neon Cabaret existed during that time. We recorded that.
Yeah, and I also remember Cameron came in his pants. Do you remember that?
I don't understand. I don't understand why he would do that, because he's not a JRPG guy. He doesn't really like anything that isn't Call of Duty, really.
No, that's me right now. It's him with anything with Grand Theft Auto 5.
Me, I play more than one game.
I've just been playing Call of Duty.
Oh my god, like the ARMS had an event. They're having an event this weekend, so instead of playing the new Zelda DLC, I played that all day.
I think my brother has Zelda right now, so I can't play that.
Dude, stop being a cuck and get your game.
Yeah, let me drive up 3 hours to get a game.
Dude, I live 10 hours away from you.
So, what, you saying you'll drive 7 hours to get my game, then 3 hours here to just give you my game, and then 10 hours back?
I'm telling you that the time it would take for you to drive to your brother's, get the game, and come back, I'm
letting my brother play this. I'm letting my brother play for a little while. God damn. He didn't have it for pretty much the whole entire school year, so I'm having it for this time. And when he comes back, I'm letting him play Mario Odyssey, because we have to share games. You cuck. Yes, I'm calling you the cuck in this instant.
Yes, I am a cuck because I want my games to remain with me. Yes, that makes sense.
Yes, because you're a greedy son of a bitch. Is it just gonna be us for this? I'm really hoping it's not. Oh, Lion.
Oh.
Hell.
Lion.
We were literally just talking about how we were the only ones in the call, and then you showed up.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, I don't know. Huh, that was weird.
So,
Lion, we missed you.
Hey, sorry, I've been busy with stuff.
no excuses, but
I know.
Lion, we're doing predictions. What is your prediction?
Actually, I can't say because I had not been hinting at nothing lately, so hard to say.
Yeah, I was saying earlier how E3 this year kind of disappointed me from them, and that when I heard that they were holding back for this, if they don't show some things that will blow my tits off, I will be even madder.
How badly do you want your tits to be blown off? Like, give an estimate. Of like, is it just a little tiny mushroom clouds, or like full on body orgasm?
No, I want them to violently rip my nipples off of my chest and throw it out of the solar system.
Wow, that is pretty extreme. That's like saying 1 out of 10, and you say 100.
Whoa, it's keep cutting off. Hello?
Hello.
It's getting cut it off.
Why? What?
I don't know that.
Stop being so weird.
The stream or us?
No, it's just a chat.
Oh. Did we had any... Miles and I haven't had any problems.
That's weird.
I don't know, like, sometimes it cuts out differently for different people, like, especially during, like, the Sonic...
Oh,
during, like, editing Sonic 2, I noticed that sometimes, Radimir's voice cut out, and he's actually pretty quiet most of the time, so it's even harder to edit his voice.
yeah.
But, so what is your predictions, Lion?
I'm sorry, Lion, but Sly Cooper isn't showing up this year.
Shut up! He can make any prediction he wants.
Probably they will announce a Spy Remaster collection, since Crash Bandicoot sold well enough.
That's what Miles said.
What else? Tenchu. Then they tease it. Then the Video Game Awards. Probably.
Fucking Twitch. I fucking hate Twitch. Twitch never likes me.
I'm watching it on YouTube. I don't know what the hell you're doing.
You put a link.
I don't know what else. I mean, I cannot think of anything else that pops in my head. Oh wait, Clonoa, because we got a new movie coming out.
Wait, there's a movie?
Yeah, they're making an anime movie.
From the creators of Minions.
No, no, it's an anime in Japan thing.
Okay, that makes me feel better, because apparently the people behind Minions and from the creators of Minions and the Lorax comes a Mario movie.
Oh, it's gonna fail.
It's gonna be great. You're just gonna see the minions in the background, and they're gonna have a jolly old time.
Also, what other predictions? I got nothing actually.
What about this new Sucker Punch game, Ghost of Samurai or something like that?
Oh well, yeah. Well, obviously they're gonna show new gameplay. Obviously that one. There's no question about that.
Because when did that trailer come out? They came out the beginning of the school year.
I think that was Tokyo. Maybe that was Gamescom or Tokyo Game Show. It was around there, like.
Yeah, and I'm just like, wait, Sucker Punch, and I'm looking at I'm driving, and I stop at a stoplight, and my phone vibrates, and I look it up, and it's like, oh, a Sucker Punch. Wait, a Sucker Punch game.
And then Jake became sad when he realized it was not Sly Cooper.
But I'm more excited about this game because it looks really badass.
They're probably gonna show. Damn it! Also, they're gonna show more Spider-Man, obviously.
Well, hopefully, a release date for that.
Well, I need more. I need to see new stuff.
That's one of our prediction. This one is that a lot of developers are saying like PlayStation/Sony is giving us a lot of leeway with our games. So I'm really curious of what's gonna show up.
Probably nothing much.
I'm really hoping like
I said the exact same thing last night with the Game Awards, and boom, Bayonetta 3, Soul Calibur 6, new From Software game, and a new game from the guys who made Bulletstorm. Like,
oh, what was their game?
I think it's called like Witch Hunt, but
Witchfire.
The thing I love is that the trailer. At first, the trailer has like the biggest troll fake out ever, because at first it's walking around like this ruins, and it's like from the creators of The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, and then then one of the monsters wakes up and the guy pulls out his gun, and it's like, but also the creators of Painkiller and Bulletstorm, and then it proceeds to be like Doom meets Bloodborne.
That sounds fucking badass. I
Yeah,
haven't seen that.
People were hyped about that one. The show Dead Stranding with a fucking weird trailer. What the fuck?
I love that trailer. That was the trailer of the night for me, man.
I don't know, like,
Especially the part where you go to like down Norma's Reedon's esophagus and you just see the baby.
thank you, Kojima, for giving me whatever the fuck that was.
I still need to see gameplay though.
That's my prediction. He didn't show anything at last year. He showed the trailer last year, right before PlayStation Experience. Hopefully this time he actually is showing gameplay of. Is it just gonna be pure stealth?
Witchfire, that's what it's called.
Witchfire. Oh, let's see, bitch.
What else are gonna show? I mean, there's nothing else I'm looking forward to. They posted the new Star Wars trailer, so fuck that. For the last Jedi DLC, that game's failing miserably.
Oh yeah, what about a new what was it, Monster Hunter, that open world game? You think they're gonna show anything with that?
Oh, the open beta.
Yeah.
I mean the closed beta is up now. If you're a Plus member.
Yeah, maybe they'll mention something about that.
No, it's up. You can download it right now.
Wait, Jake, are you watching the trailer for Witchfire?
Yeah. Why? Looks fucking amazing.
I don't know what else. Honestly, I had no idea what to predict. Honestly, nothing.
I see what you mean. It looks like Dark Souls, but with guns.
Yeah.
I mean, what else is there? I mean, I got nothing on my mind, honestly.
I'm just expecting just new games from their major hitters like Sucker Punch. Well, we only know what Sucker Punch is, so the Ghost of the Hideo Kojima, whatever it's going to be called. It's like Ghost
Hideo
Zakazumi.
Hideo Kojima game, directed by Hideo Kojima, produced by Hideo Kojima, starring Hideo Kojima. Catering by Hideo Kojima.
People are hyping about medieval for some reason.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. What about this? I know you don't follow One Piece at all, but there's a guy named Dr. Vegapunk.
I don't know. Like, if it's about a medieval remake, then we already got one. Like, I think that was like a launch title for the PSP or something.
Also, very back.
Do the Odyssey. Shit! Still stuck in my head. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
No one else can take me this far.
It's so fucking catchy.
Oh, I know the sad part.
Huh.
I have like 4 or 5 versions of that song on my
I'm
iPod.
just trying to find the original on Play Google, and I just can't.
You can get it. Oh,
I
I was gonna say, yeah.
I have to download
I was gonna say it's on iTunes.
I know it's on iTunes. I know it's on iTunes, and I'm just waiting for a good version to come out on PlayStation. No, not PlayStation. Yeah, PlayStation Go. It's Google Play, because that's what I use for my music. I'm just scrolling through my feed right now to just see what comes up.
You know what we should start doing on Neon Cabaret?
I don't know what.
Reactions to shit anime.
Every single time that it comes around for me, it's my turn to show shit anyway, and I show a hentai. It's already pre-censored, except for the nipples. I'm talking about the boy nipples, of course. No one wants to see boy nipples. Boy nipples are gross. As it suddenly goes really... Why is Lion muted?
What?
It says Lion's muted. Why is that?
Oh, that's because he left for like 5 seconds.
Oh, okay. I'm just like, wait, what? Wait, what? Oh, Cameron's on.
Yeah, ask him if he wants to join.
Do 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 do.
I'll be your one up girl.
Sometimes I'm just like, whoever wrote that song made it from the fucking devil because it's just too damn catchy. Yeah, remember that Samurai Jack? Oh, that would be awesome.
Now will you show me what's inside your secret box?
No, it's the Samurai Jack episode with the evil beats from Aku. I don't remember. Do you remember that episode or not? It's like one of the first Samurai Jack episodes.
Nah, not really. It's been a while.
I wish they actually made, because now Samurai Jack is officially done. They should actually make a Samurai Jack game.
From Software, if you're listening.
Hey, From Software, if you're listening to Three Cucks, one mic, you should.
No, I'm sorry, it's just one cuck.
Yes, and his name is Miles. But that doesn't count. But that doesn't matter.
I'm sorry, I'm not a cuck. I don't have the beard or the glasses.
What are you making fun of Cameron for? He doesn't have a beard.
Oh, you're right, that's Simon.
We're such mean friends. Do. All right, it starts in 8 minutes.
Oh shit!
Get your anuses out for August.
Get your anuses out?
For August.
How would I do that?
Just pull down your pants and just spread your butt cheeks. The thing about digs out for Harama, you can just pull down the front zipper and bing bada boom. But and this is out for August, you really have to take off your whole entire pants to do it.
I'm sorry, but unlike you, my asshole isn't that loose. Oh, no, I'm not
saying to physically pull your anus out. I'm just saying you pull down your pants, just bend over and spread your butt cheeks.
Oh, no. I don't know. Simon might have a better chance than we do. Alright, I'm gonna go get a drink.
I'm back.
Before this starts.
Alright, so you have 6 minutes. Better hurry.
I'm back.
My kitchen is right here.
Better hurry.
Alright, jeez.
You're slowpoke. So are you excited for this, Lion, or pretty meh about it?
About what?
About this event. Are you pretty excited, or are you pretty meh?
I don't know. I'm really honestly excited, but I don't know what to expect. I mean, I have no idea what games they're gonna announce.
But you're just hoping for something new.
A remaster.
So nothing new, just remastered?
I don't know. We'll see. I have no idea what to predict.
Come on, you used to make awesome predictions that used to be balls to the walls and you didn't care. What happened to your balls?
I don't know.
Come on, just make something up. Something impossible.
I honestly had nothing in mind. Okay, maybe PlayStation All Stars 2.
I like that.
It's like Cooper, and that's pretty much it. Other than that, I got no idea.
I'm actually after Miles is done with the Kingdom Hearts series, I'm doing Sly Cooper. So I know you probably want to be in for that.
No, because I'm busy.
No, you don't want to be in for that?
I can't because I'm gonna be busy. Today is a free night for me because the person I was working with.
When the time comes around, we'll ask you. How about that?
Yeah.
Is that fair?
I've been thinking about asking you to do the thumbnail.
Ooh.
I'll even send you a picture of Jake's hipster face.
Uh-huh.
Like, I need to find that picture of you eating Cheez-Its.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I have no idea what that is. Fucking love Cheez-Its. What the fuck?
Wait, did you accidentally delete your hentai?
No, I saw this picture of Mudkip getting a blowjob by... What?
Why are you looking that up?
I didn't. I was just scrolling through Facebook and I just popped up on my screen.
What kind of pages are you liking?
Nothing. It's my cousin that she commented on it.
Why are you related to this person?
She's my cousin.
I don't understand. Is this the conference itself or just a special presentation? I thought the conference was supposed to be tomorrow.
No, it's tonight.
I thought
Because
that was
it's originally I read it from the 9th to the 10th, but that's for the floor room games. So Miles, I'm gonna text you my screen.
I'll see how that goes.
I'm just texting it to you, but not the group chat. If you can send it to the group chat if you want to.
All right.
Where are you watching the conference? What link are you watching the conference?
I'm watching it on YouTube.
I'm gonna go to Twitch.
Twitch doesn't like me. Twitch like physically fucking hates me, and I don't know why.
I gotta mute this for a second.
Alright, 2 more minutes.
Take 2 for special presentation.
I've stared at this for 30 seconds. and I now realize.
What?
I now realize that if we have our creator, that they no longer want anything to do with us.
Oh, he
Oh.
Ding a ding a ding a ding up and up and up.
Boy, it's your guy, Gay Star here.
It's Pickle Jew!
Wow, okay, bye.
Okay, bye. He actually left. Congrats. Oh, no, he's
We're
back.
gonna leave him muted this time. Never mind.
Boy. Faggot.
All right, where's the stream taking place? Because
I'm watching it. I'm watching on YouTube. It starts in about a minute.
Oh, okay. Where is
it?
it? Can you send me a link? Real quick?
Yeah,
It's,
I'm posting it now.
To your I'm watching on Twitch.
Hey, that's pretty gay. All right.
I don't know what.
So Cameron, do you have any predictions? Like balls to the walls predictions?
Skyrim for PS4.
Now,
Doesn't that already exist?
That's the
Sky-
joke.
No, he's
Skyrim
talking about-
remastered for PS4.
No, Skyrim remastered.
That's what
Oh,
Trevor
sorry.
just said.
FIFA 18. They're adding one extra texture to David Beckham's left testicle.
Wait. It started.
DLC for the right one.
Let's see. I'm gonna put my mic. Forgot to do that.
I'm gonna go get something to drink. I'll be right back.
All right.
All right, it's gonna start any second, bruh.
It started right now for me.
Oh shit!
All right. Don't spoil it for any of us, okay?
It hasn't come up on my screen yet. So
My it is.
my here we go, bro.
Oh,
Space.
stars. Prepare for disappointment.
Hooray!
I got no idea what to expect.
I just see P files.
Where is it?
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Hi.
Disappointment roller coaster.
They're not showing nothing new yet. They're showing what they actually they're only showing what they show at Paris Week. Or the trailer, of course. For the intro
Oh,
trailer.
yeah, the Tokyo Game Show.
No, the Paris Week.
Oh,
They're showing,
I know
they're
you're
showing the
talking about.
stuff. They're showing the stuff that more like a recap of the show, the stuff they're showing there.
Hi.
Oh my god, I'm so far already.
Watch your backs.
Have you seen that?
Play this just right.
Disappoint me. Give me games. Give me a game.
Oh, The Sims. The greatest thing since sliced bread. Oh, like Zelda for PS4.
Persona 5. That game actually went out the niche. It became mainstream. Which I'm glad. Because that game needed it.
They're just showing all the games that looks like they announced already. So we haven't.
Now they're showing all the games you can't play unless you're Twitch caster.
Fuck you, donkey. I don't watch your videos because you're black.
He's not black.
Wow. As if.
It,
Is that fucking gold knight?
That looked like GoldenEye.
Well, super hot for PS5. Okay.
Super hot was. The beta, when I first played it, that game was damn.
oh look, it's a TV service.
Does that store oil?
The first time I saw that game, I thought of Stuart Little too. And then I just thought of House from House.
Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, come on.
Can I like can we like skip the PlayStation music video?
Nope.
Such
Because it's
tradition.
only halfway done.
PlayStation Vivo incoming.
Oh wait, now that I think about it, I hope they're not releases.
Oh, hey, look, Fortnite. Okay.
You're gay.
It's gonna be beautiful till they announce the game.
Oh, Red Dead Redemption 2, sweet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That was my prediction, and Cameron shut me down and said I was a faggot. Never heard.
Alright.
Yeah, I forgot that they might show that. I forgot about.
Alright, here we go.
Illuminati
Person's gonna walk
confirmed.
out on stage now. Hopefully. I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen,
It's
please
the
welcome
CEO of
Sean
Sony
Layden
and-
Sid Schumann.
And
I don't know who these people are.
Seed Shatman. I know that guy.
Oh, that guy.
It's Shadman.
Shadman. Shadman confirmed.
Shadface.
Oh, Shadman. Why?
Hello.
Hey.
Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you could join us here, PlayStation Experience.
fuck
Thank
are
you so
you?
much for coming.
Oh.
Stop talking. We want to see games.
I think
like the
we're
way
gonna
he
play
said
a game.
Sean.
We're gonna kind of move our way back and forth across the different.
You know they're gonna
segments
show
here.
games
and
first.
hopefully ending up
Don't
with those
worry.
nice postmodern gray office chairs. This is awesome. Yeah.
In all seriousness, folks, it is
Sony
unbelievable to be here again. at the
Interactive
PlayStation
Entertainment.
Experience. So exciting to have all of you here. I really give yourselves a round of applause for joining us here in Anaheim.
This is
Wow.
this is the fourth one.
It's the fourth one. And I can't think of a better way to close out
Oh, they
this
might show Final
highly
Fantasy
memorable
too.
year
I forgot about
than
that
with
one.
my friends. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for coming, everybody. Really.
Yeah, it's incredible. And Sean, it's been a heck of a year.
Wow, hasn't it been just? It's been a crazy year, 2017. I think we saw a lot of great game releases. Any Uncharted fans out there?
Some.
So Lost Legacy was awesome. We're certainly proud and pleased with what our friends in Amsterdam pulled together with Horizon Zero Dawn. And then without telling anybody, just kind of slipped the Frozen Wilds out there.
Yeah.
Because that's what they do.
Sneak it out there. I mean, what's great too is the year got off to such an incredible start. Resident Evil 7, one of my absolute favorites this year.
Yes.
If you haven't played that in PlayStation VR, you haven't played it. Persona 5, Nier Automata.
Right? Yeah.
Incredible year, incredible games. One of the strongest years game lineups I've seen in years.
My personal favorite, one of them anyway, is Everybody's Golf.
That's a terrific game.
Can we get some
Terrific
love
game.
for my golf game, please?
Gravity Rush 2.
Gravity
I
Rush
mean,
2, yeah.
you
Yeah.
could sit here all night, literally
Okay.
listing all the incredible games that came out this year.
Right.
But we've got a little bit more in
We've
store.
got other things to do.
That's right.
Yes, that's right.
You know, I mean, I think it's such a special year. And I mean, then we had Paris Games Week. I mean, you know.
Went really well. We saw the reveal of Sucker Punch's new opus.
That's it. Was during
Ghost,
Paris week.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
All right,
gonna
here
be
we
great.
go.
We saw some of that in the trailer right now, but there was a lot that happened in 2017, and we can talk about that, and we can share some of our memories of that with everybody here. But 2018 is gonna
Yay,
be
and he
another
has.
tremendous year for PlayStation, both in PS4 and PSVR.
And we're going to talk a little bit about 2018 here tonight. We're also going to bring you closer to some of the world's top developers right here. I think it's something that makes PlayStation Experience unique and special. You folks can be right here with us, all of our friends right here.
Oh, Andy's
Plus all the
coming.
furniture.
That's
Hey!
right here.
Hey.
We're gonna try to
The
build a
guys,
super
the
group
guys of
up
God
here.
of War is gonna come out too.
You
Yeah.
can tell us what you think at the end, but
Mark
I think we
Cerny.
have a special night here ahead of us. We're going to have some old friends dropping by, Sean.
Oh, that's right. Dream.
God of War.
Group
Dreams.
You guys are about
That's
a
right.
minute ahead of me. So
Is that Jimmy
join us
Kimmel?
later with our old friend Mark Cerny.
That's right. PS4 system architect Mark Cerny's dropping by.
Right.
Do you guys, are you
No.
guys fans of God of War? You like God of War?
You guys like video games?
Okay.
Okay.
Corey Barlog from Santa Monica
Video
Studio. He's
games.
going to come in and give us a development update here tonight.
Right. The taxi's outside with the meter running, but Corey's going to run in here, deliver a report, and then get right back to the studio and get that work done. And we're having Media Molecule.
Yeah, Media Molecule. Did you
Yeah.
guys check out the Game Awards last night? You see that new trailer?
Yeah, I thought that was awesome.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah, they're doing great stuff.
We're also going to take another look at Concrete Genie here a little
You
bit
know
later.
what'd be really
tonight,
great?
one we're all very, very
Well,
excited about. Another
they're
one we
showing
announced in
the
Paris this year.
schedule.
If
So,
hosts tried
we're gonna
not
have
to be
some updates
funny,
on 2018 games. We're going to take a peek or two at the PlayStation Experience.
Well, shit,
show
my
floor,
job is
which I know A
ruined.
lot of you are going to be excited to check out over the weekend. And there might be a surprise or two in store, Sean. What do you think?
I think there's more.
They're showing the schedule
a
for.
surprise or two.
We're gonna go to those now, or-
They're showing the
Yeah, we're
schedule
gonna-
for
so we got a big
tomorrow's
weekend
and Sunday's
here.
event.
And actually,
Nothing yet.
one of the
Nothing
things I'm
yet.
personally super excited for.
No,
Did they-
nothing to see here.
Yeah, it's a
Nothing
great
to see here.
Panels.
Panel lineup.
Gay?
I think the best we've ever
actually,
had.
I
I
love
mean, look at
watching
this stuff here.
panels.
We've got
They're one of my
Naughty
favorite.
Oh,
Dog
Ghost
doing
of-
not
Ghost
one,
of-
but two
Ghost of
panels
Tsushima.
with
Oh, they're
cast
showing
of The
these-
Last of Us 2
oh.
right
Last of
here,
Us Part 2
right
with
on this
cast.
stage,
Ghost of
actually.
Tsushima?
Wait,
You'll
from
be able to
concept
see
to
them.
reveal.
You'll be able to see all
What?
the Uncharted voice actors for the big 10-year anniversary. Sucker Punch stopping by, Media Molecule
Tsushima
stopping by.
might be coming out in
Super excited that
2018,
Justin
guys.
Roiland and William
Not surprised.
I don't know what that is. I just don't. I don't know. Is it like some sort of? Is it like some? Is it like some sort of
So
sushi?
it's just a lot of great stuff.
Wait, you never seen the
Oh,
Ghost of
Days
Tsushima
Gone.
trailer?
We're on Days Gone.
Wait, you never
Yes,
seen the
show
Ghost of
floor, we were
Tsushima
taking a look
trailer?
at that earlier today. It's
Oh,
like
no, is it like the sequel to The Grudge?
We have some photos.
No, it's a
The new Sucker
game.
Punch game.
Oh, that.
Days Gone.
Lion,
I mean,
you'll have
that's
to
an
forgive
experience right
Kylo.
there.
He's an
Well, that's Zona.
Xbox
Yeah, that's the
fanboy,
entry
and
way,
he
so you have
hasn't
to
had
find-
games this year.
to get through that.
So I Cuphead. It's a game.
Ridiculous.
That's
We'll
one.
find out
We're gonna
tomorrow.
find out. Yeah.
Gonna
Another
be a
one-
sword.
One of them is a real human. You have to find out which one that is.
Another one I'm really excited about. It's incredible. Shadow of the Colossus. Wait till you see this.
Wait till you see this.
Tell them what they get to do, Sean.
So what you get to do, this is one of the key colossi from the game. You will be able to climb
Can
up
we
the
get
back
games
of it
now?
and
Come on.
put that sword
Games, please.
right into the center of his head. It's the thing you've wanted to do when playing the game. You'll be able to do it now tomorrow at the show.
It's incredible. And I mean, that's just a taste. There's so much more. It's the biggest show we've done yet. So I hope you all check it out tomorrow and let us know what you think. Got a lot of PlayStation VR here. I know not everyone gets a chance to go on with this.
Oh.
This is the Inpatient.
The impatient is here.
The Inpatient from
And-
Supermassive.
Oh, that was nice of Oz to sit in the wheelchair like that.
Yeah.
But,
It's also not
you
for
will
the
be
poor.
taken into this experience via wheelchair, and you will
not
have
for the poor.
asylum experience, just like it is in the
They
game.
wheel you in,
Totally
they close
creepy.
the curtain. and
Games,
play
come
with them.
on.
It's
Where's the
incredible.
games?
So,
It's not for the
We
faint.
want
Not at all.
games.
So,
We want games. We should
around
play
There
that
you go.
80
clip.
playable PlayStation VR
Wait, is this what I
over the
think?
weekend. And so
Is this-
lots to see
where's
and do
the
on
video
PlayStation
games?
VR front. But actually, Sean, speaking of PlayStation
If you want to
VR,
leave, then leave,
I believe
Cameron.
we
It's
do
up
have
to
a
you.
new
This is
PlayStation
America.
VR game to review tonight.
Yes, we do, and I think
What
Trying
do
to make
what
it
do
great
you-
again.
talk about the VR
What
stuff.
are you
Get out there
talking
over the next
about?
couple days
We-
and experience it, because,
Now that
you can
Donald
read about it
Trump
on the
is
web, you
president,
can hear
we
some
live
guys
in a
talk about
fascist
all kinds of
regime
until you put the
where
headset on
anyone can say
and have a gaming
anything
experience like that.
offensive.
You'll never really know what it's like. So please, for the next
Oh,
couple
well.
of days,
Pudding.
get in there and do that, because
That's
we have a new
offensive to
game
someone.
we're announcing tonight,
Kill me.
called Firewall.
That's offensive to the
Firewall's
dead.
4 hours. I think
That's
it's
offensive to
full
Nazis.
title. Let's take a look at that.
Yeah, here we go. This is the first gameplay we're seeing of Firewall. Now, this is actually from the folks at First Contact Entertainment. They're serious shooter developers. This is a team-based.
Come on, games, where's the trailer?
Can you please stop showing it through like a potato cam?
So, attack and defense.
Can you please stop showing me
Oh, this is a
games that I
VR
can't
game.
play? Yeah, stop showing us games that we can't play because we can't because we don't have $400.
It's actually 200 now.
$299.
Still too much.
You'll be able to use either
Yes,
a
it's too much
DualShock
for the
or your
future.
PlayStation VR aim controller, if you've ever picked up one of those with Farpoint or something like that. So this is looking mighty promising, I gotta say.
Oh, it's incredible. It's so
Okay,
tense
now,
to be in
new
a full
games,
four-on-four,
new games.
Games,
trapped
please.
in the room, throwing flashbangs and trying to clear rooms out of enemies.
Yeah, this is one.
My God, what is this, the fucking Jimmy Kimmel show? Can you please show me some
games? Have really come out raving. So
They
and
just
it's on
showed
the
you
floor.
games,
That's
so
right, it's
what
on
do
the
you
floor.
get?
Oh, look,
You'll be able to
a
play it this
game.
weekend,
Oh boy, a
4-on-4,
game.
Firewall,
It's better than Jimmy Kimmel show. They don't show any.
and it will be exclusive to PlayStation VR. So
Exclusives.
excited to see that. So Sean,
World
what else do we have on the
premiere.
VR front? Anything else?
Skyrim?
We have a gift, and
We
a
released
year
Skyrim.
ago, we launched one of my most favorite games, The Last Guardian. Any Last Guardian fans? It was such a seminal moment for my career because I think I've been working on that game my entire career. and so we were able to ship it last year around this time. And in the meantime, Ueda-san and the group have come together.
VR
and they've made a VR experience
version of
based on
Last
the world
Guardian.
of, Last
The
Guardian.
VR version of
You'll be
Mario
able to go
Party.
in there and experience that with
Ooh.
Have you seen that VR
calling
version
the
of
beast
Mario
and
Kart?
moving across
The VR
the
version
levels,
of-
probably, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes.
VR version. Okay.
We'll be putting
Okay,
that
okay.
out.
VR version of VR, of purchasing VR.
Here in the US and Europe.
Well,
and
And
Well,
that's our
I'm
business
into you,
presentation.
but VR
You
is actually...
virtually watch yourself virtually take out your
it is
virtual
actually
wallet
a
and virtually
standalone
pay cash.
experience.
Yes.
Don't need to actually own The
Virtually.
Last Guardian either. So if you've got PlayStation VR, you can get The Last Guardian
here's
VR
some-
demo.
Oh look, 1/5 of the screen.
I think I know what they're doing. They're taking out the boring stuff first, and they can show the
Well, I
cool
think you can
stuff
only rub
later.
them one way. But yes, plush and downy would be.
That's adorable.
Yeah. There
Oh.
it is.
There.
So that's
Please
how
I hope
they
that thing
how
fucking
VR
Play
pounces on it.
please play our
Really
VR games.
Please pounce on him and fucking
Please,
just absolutely
please
rail
play
him with
these
your
games
monster
that took us
cock.
5
Please.
minutes
So
to make.
please, make some time.
God.
In the next couple of days.
You know that actually VR is actually selling for them. They're actually-
God's about to French me.
Nice stocking stuffer there. So
The
that's
VR
Last
is
Guardian
actually
VR
selling
demo.
very well for them, like, honestly.
Coming out next week.
Right.
VR Kevin Spacey simulator.
But wait, there's more.
There is more. There is more.
We like to go back from time to time and
they're talking about refreshing games.
Catalog games.
Wipeout VR.
VR. A great game is always a great game, and sometimes you have to refresh and
new
bring them
Wipeout
back on new platforms because sadly you can't go out and buy a PS1.
Oh no.
And play it. So what we
Wipeout
have here
VR.
is we've taken.
Oh my god, that's gonna be sick. I mean, sick that you're gonna get sick.
Wipeout VR.
And now
yeah, actually, I can see that working.
Wipeout VR.
Yeah.
Oh, oh shit! You're in the cockpit.
Yeah.
We're in a game.
Wipeout. Fury. Omega Collection.
Oh shit. Oh damn.
So what do you expect to be a VR game? Do like above and you'll be playing? You have to know the forces like the back of your hand to play the VR mode.
Yeah, that's not enough for me to get the headset.
So the last
game, I already have the game. It's great. Like Omega Collection is fantastic. It's just I can't see myself paying $200 to get.
And you don't see yourself paying $150 for it.
Still, you're paying that much for what's essentially another camera view.
Now this will be an update that you'll be able to download to your copy of Wipeout, and this will add the VR capabilities to the game you have.
Yeah.
So you have to supply your own air sickness bags. We can't give you any hope with that.
Yeah, and the free VR update is coming early 2018, Sean.
Yep.
That's right.
It's on schedule. It's on time.
I think a strong start so far to 2018. And I gotta say, I'm actually really getting fired up about 2018 because I mean we've got Far Cry 5 coming early on in the year.
But it's delayed a month.
That looks great.
Shadow of the Colossus.
Did they just push that back until March?
Yeah. And that's all going to be playable on the show
all
floor.
playable on
just
the show floor. And Shadow of the Colossus is being played on PlayStation 4 Pro. And wait till you see that. It is stunning.
Amazing.
But before we
there's that they're gonna bring in.
More to talk about there.
I got a lot of chairs here.
Got a lot of
they're
chairs.
Bringing a Horizon, Horizon
what
guys.
I think is 2017's biggest game. So
Horizon 2 maybe?
Herman Hulst from Guerrilla Games.
No, I think they're just bringing
Guerrilla Games.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are having a new expansion in Zero Dawn. That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Herman Hulst.
Herman Hulst.
Herman McPeewee.
Herman Hermit.
I'm wearing a
what up, Pee-wee Herman?
Oh, hi, Mark.
Hey guys. Okay, wow, that was horrible.
Hey guys, welcome to Jimmy Kimmel Show.
We have a lot of family.
Yeah, we do.
God damn, that forehead though.
Yeah.
We love
How are you guys?
Is it bigger or smaller than Jack's? Or just about the exact same size?
Welcome to the Big Forehead Challenge.
Herman, you're looking restless.
And now it's time for our top 10
Herman,
games
you
that
look
won't be
like
shown
a
at this
flick.
conference.
We're on vacation.
Herman, you look like a Nazi.
Well,
Hello.
From my perspective, 2017 has kind of been the year of Horizon Zero Dawn. I mean, it's clearly a humongous hit. I mean, people have fallen in love with this. It's a tremendously great-looking game on PlayStation 4 Pro.
50 minutes of nothing yet. What the fuck?
Nominations out the wazoo, and you guys just shipped the Frozen Wilds too. I mean, that's one hell of a year.
It's been a fantastic year. I mean, we worked on this game for 7 years, and then when you finally get it in the hands of you guys, and we hear about it and we see people being so active, it's just heartwarming for us.
Yeah, and then you got the Frozen Wilds, which you just put out too. I mean, that's a whole bunch of new content. It's unusual to see an expansion, I think, of that size come out the same year as a title as big as Horizon Zero Dawn.
And you know what? We actually just started working on it the week after we shipped.
Oh, yeah?
So there was no preparation. There was no time for that at all. So there's a good chunk of content that we made in, 8-9 months. So it's been a busy year.
Impressive. So, given the fact the game is a huge hit, what sort of surprised you most in terms of the fan reaction?
Wow, there's been so many surprises on this.
You know, something I just realized is that they said they've been working on Horizon for like 7 years.
Just feedback from the audience.
Jesus.
I mean, we've had such amazing.
They were also making Killzone
we got
Shadowfall during that time.
Forwarded on to me from,
Yeah, I know that.
I guess all that work went into Zero Dawn and now to Killzone.
And he just sent this note that his daughters, young girls, they rearranged the
I guess what I'm trying to say is that there is a chance we might be seeing a new project from Guerrilla within the next 6 months.
First time actually looked like them. And it's these kind of responses.
Hopefully.
The cosplayers.
Ooh,
that
trailer.
so many of them.
Or
they,
at
they've
least-
come out to the
or at
studio,
least an
they
announcement
become
of one.
super Fans. They
Maybe
invest
tonight.
So much in them. Or the
Yeah.
sheer amount of time that people spend in the game. Photo mode. Some people have spent weeks and weeks just not taking snaps because it actually borders pretty much professional photography.
It's incredible, yeah.
So it's actually the extent of that kind of feedback that's been the most surprising to me.
Well, it's great to have such a strong female protagonist. That's been.
Oh my god, blah blah blah, show me game already.
Just created a whole new.
The dragon is long, their dragon is way too long.
For our industry.
Oh my god,
Beautiful
it's
game, one of
not
my
even,
absolute favorites
they're
this
not
year.
even
Now, okay, from
interesting,
my
guys. Like, it's
selfish
not like Nintendo where they have...
Seriously.
So pleased to
Like,
see
what the
Rise.
fuck?
At least,
Like-
at least Nintendo has Reggie and, like, Liquid Miyamoto.
I love single player games.
Liquid Miyamoto.
Yeah, Koizumi, the guy who designed the
I mean,
Switch,
I
practically.
think it's fair to say it's sort
Oh.
of. It seems like people
His
still
first name
love
is
them. What do you
Liquid,
think?
and he is not a solid state.
Oh my god, this is the most.
I've answered that question right there.
I think they're dead, man. They're no. You know the strange thing is, it's by far our
Oh my
best-selling
god.
game, and it's the first
Stop saying the word game and just show us some
single-player
games.
game that
Show,
we've
don't
made in a
tell,
long
please.
time. I don't really get the debate that much. To me,
Anyone?
I don't know. I
uh,
think this
somebody
is
like
a
myself,
don't
sometimes
show
you're
but
after
tell
this
game.
kind of magical, unbroken narrative experience, and there is no other way, really, than having that single-player experience. So there will always be a market for that. It's hugely important.
Especially in a world as unique and exotic and.
It's been 10 minutes of PlayStation X and nothing has happened.
And unique as Aloy.
What are they talking about? What about Wipeout for VR?
Okay, hold on. I'm pulling something. I'm pulling up
That's
that
why
GIF.
sometimes a single-player game can be the best option.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. Herman, you're going to stay with us here tonight, and we're going to have some other folks dropping in. Thank you so much.
Oh, God of War.
Horizon
Oh, God of
is
War.
not the only
Already?
narrative-based single-player
What are
game.
they doing? They're not showing nothing yet.
Anyone interested in a small, handcrafted artisan franchise by the name of God of War?
I am.
Okay. Well, in that case, how about we welcome Corey Barlog? He's a creative director at Santa Monica Studio.
How about we welcome some video games?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Corey Barlog.
What about the announcer? He sounds fucking tired as shit.
Hello, everybody.
Where the video games?
Oh boy, Corey Barlog.
Where are the video
Good to
games?
see you.
Yeah. All right. Well, you know what? I'm gonna cut to the chase on this one. Can we get a little bit of a status check on God of War? How's that one coming along?
Jesus, Sid, no kind of run-up in...
No.
No foreplay, just right to it. All right, fantastic. It's going really good. We are in a final phases right now, doing a lot of play testing. He's very excited. I'm very excited. But it is, it's a big game.
It's a big game. I'm waiting for that.
I can't hear you. Louder?
Oh my god! This.
I thought they left from previous.
Oh,
Is that
he's talking
what-
about release dates.
Yeah, talking about release dates.
Feeling confident, Corey?
Oh,
God.
absolutely. I'm feeling very good about things. I would love to be able to tell people when we're going to release it, but my dog ate the release date, so I don't have that right now.
Oh, the dog ate it.
But I can tell you a little bit more about it. Right now,
hell yeah, dude.
playtesting phases. In fact, this week
Dude,
we finished up
25
And
hours for God of
over the
War.
last 4 or 5 playtests we've been clocking in. I think the total gameplay time
To finish the game?
is somewhere in the arena of 25
God.
to 35 hours.
Whoa.
25 to 35. That is.
Yeah, it's huge.
That's big. I mean,
Huge.
I gotta
It's not as good as
guy's
his game, but
face.
I'm getting there.
It's close.
Dude, like,
it's getting there.
this
I mean,
is
I
like,
gotta say,
that's
I
like
was assuming it was in
RPG,
the
like,
maybe 10, 15, 20 hours.
Yeah, that's what I
No,
was
you can
telling
get
people.
experience
Yeah.
points. Yeah.
And then we
that's
started
like
accidentally
slightly
making a
longer
lot,
than
a lot
Ocarina of Time.
bigger.
Oops. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And
twice
Ocarina
as big
of
as we
Time is
expected. That's
it's
funny.
fucking massive.
So, Sean, a question I've been wondering about.
Oh my
Corey
god.
obviously has
Where are the
a-
trailers?
God
Jesus.
of War.
Everyone
order
can
trailers,
check
go
the
to
chat,
Game,
that'd be
go to
great.
Games Award if you want to see
Okay,
trailers.
so when Sony said that they were holding back at E3, I didn't expect this.
They're really holding back.
Maybe they were holding back because they showed a lot of the.
I'm starting to expect that maybe all the announcements are coming tomorrow, and this is.
Norse mythology.
Well, I was gonna say that it was supposed to be tomorrow, I guess.
And so when he took me through his vision for the game and really taking it to a new place.
I know, like I felt like they will. Nothing said that it would. Why is it at 11 p.m.?
It's 10 p.m. It's only 8 p.m. over there, bro.
Something like the God of War franchise.
Why can't they have done this at
Keeps it true to
6?
its roots, yet makes it new all over again for a new audience.
Because 6 is a weird time.
Took him about 90 minutes to tell you
Like 6 p.m. Like 6 p.m. Pacific.
It was exactly what.
Because that's a weird time. People are eating.
Why is that a weird time?
Because people are eating dinner.
This is the guy who's already shipped his game, and this is the
dinner
guy
theater then.
He is way more relaxed.
Compare and contrast.
What are you still doing here, man? You gotta be. What's the bug count?
Right. I'm getting texted right now for the bug count.
So Corey, the game is at least bigger than I expected. I can say that based on what
Okay,
you're
so
telling me.
far the biggest announcement is that Wipeout was getting a VR update. That is a problem.
What are you talking about? We just learned that how big God of War
Very,
is.
very carefully. I mean, playtesting honestly has really helped us a lot to figure out how we keep the player focused. And one of the original things I was talking to people about.
If Samus came out, I was like, oh yeah, we're playing. This game is going to be about 40 hours. How much are you going to lose your
The
shit?
player for being curious, and you can kind of pull the string to get off the tour bus, which the tour bus is the narrative in this story. And you can kind of go look around, check out the world, but the bus is always a few steps away, no matter what you do. So it's kind of a fun exploration in the world.
The tour bus.
The tour bus.
I think we use the analogy of a theme park.
Finally, gameplay footage.
Make it Horizon Zero Dawn.
Or
a tour bus.
And that really was like a theme park.
It's a theme park.
Fucking finally.
So, Corey, since we got you here, I wanted to run through the latest
Gameplay footage? Unheard of.
We already seen this gameplay footage.
Context and some information that we maybe didn't have back then.
Well, if it's extended, then we'll see.
Let's go ahead and roll that.
So
go ahead and roll that.
I'm going to say something right away. I was talking about playtesting. We were still building the system for the kids' ability to talk in-game, the banter system we call it. So Atreus in the game wasn't fully talking a lot. So when we made this video, I was dropping the audio
maybe
in,
it's extended
without us having playtested it.
Let's see.
So
Or maybe it's a different way to play it.
Giant playtest with the world. So we sort of discovered as we sent it out in a playtest that was happening almost the same time this was coming out that we were like, oh man, he talks too much. We need to chill that out a little bit. So it was kind of a fantastic realization.
You know what? Something I noticed is that the kid actually fights with you. You don't have to protect him.
Sort of the moment
he already said that when he first announced the game. He's like, yeah, this kid will help you.
We haven't really lost that pickup and
No, I mean, like,
God of War.
He's like a step up from Elizabeth from...
Allow the player to
I'm sorry, Belle from
creativity.
Bioshock.
Just say Elizabeth, don't say Belle.
Other characters against each other.
Fuck you.
It's very fun. And
I
this
can't wait
really
to
just
play around with that axe.
Area you find in the game when you're around exploring. So this is not even the sort of main critical path.
Oh, that's
Are you serious? Still no release date.
With secrets and
he said his dog ate it, remember?
Nice.
You like that? Yeah.
It's good.
Put that in the market.
Then I blame Floyd.
Oh, don't you talk about Floyd. Get his name out of your mouth.
Now, I remember there being something here at the end of this.
Oh, yeah. Well, because it was Halloween, right? You just got to scare the shit out of people.
Anything you can share about that particular ghoul?
That's the Revenant, one of the characters that we've introduced in the Lost Pages. And those are characters that are practitioners of Sather magic, and they've been doing it for so long they've kind of lost their humanity and their sort of human form, if you will. Possessed by the drug of magic.
The drug of magic,
right.
All right.
And it's a honeycomb, right?
So we have tour buses, we have honeycomb.
Right. I'm so good at this.
Corey, it's been 6 games. This will actually be the 7th game, I believe, in the God of War series.
I think it's actually, if you include the mobile.
I was wondering if,
right?
so
God of War Betrayal, man. It's all about that.
That's right. So how do you keep up with fan expectations? I mean, there's a big history with this title.
There really is. very tirelessly. We are constantly getting feedback
Oh
from
my
our
god,
playtesters.
why did they choose this
Paying
format?
attention to what people are seeing.
What was
when
wrong
we
when
are
just
showing stuff.
sat there and talk a
This is
little about the
labor
game
of
and
love for
reveal the
everybody at
trailer?
Santa Monica. So a lot of people.
Well, they
have
still have a
worked on
lot.
this franchise from
They
the
still have a
beginning.
ton more people to
We
go onto
care
that
a
onto that
tremendous
stage,
amount
man.
about
Do they have so little that this is what they decided to do?
Herman, I mean,
Star
you
Zuckerberg?
guys shipped this year. Do you have any advice?
Keep going back to these.
I know. I'm trying to help you.
Right.
I'm trying to help you.
All right,
Herman, you
sure.
guys shipped, so you've been where he
They
where
actually
he is
do.
right now.
They
You
actually
haven't
do
worked
have
on
little
any
show.
advice?
Jesus
Lots
Christ!
of coffee. No, so the Corey's now in a place where your peak productivity every hour counts. I really don't know what he's doing here right now. He should be back in the studio. But it's also the most interesting phase in the project where everything kind of falls into place. And I know because we're pretty close, Guerrilla Games and Santa Monica Studio, we actually visit each other. We do an exchange program. We have a lot of people that have been on site of this team. And I know that these guys are in a situation now where everything is falling into place. So it's going to be magical. I can't wait to
Who organizes this thing?
I want to visit you.
His name's not Lion, I can tell you that
Everybody else
much.
goes out there.
Invitation is open.
Right.
Shit.
All right.
Busy.
Finish the game.
Totally going out there.
Oh, really? Who
How fun.
organizes though? The
Did we say that Corey needs to
CEO.
go finish
I
the
think
game?
you
Did we
speak,
say that?
you speak for a lot of people here. I think we just say that.
Right. We'll just delay the game. I'll go out there.
So far, he's done a shit job.
Corey, I don't know if you got a chance to check out the God of War booth that's actually being built right this minute here at PlayStation.
I have not seen it live. In
No,
person,
apparently
I've
this
seen
is the
photos
actual
and then heard about
station
it
that
over
they
the phone.
go with. I looked.
Wow.
This is it.
Yeah.
So you'll be able
my
to,
God.
there's a lot of great
Kill me.
photo ops. You'll be able to kind of wear
Gladly.
Kratos face paint, be able to don the armor, take photos. But there's a special reward for those who are brave enough to get their head shaven.
What the hell happened?
Any
What was
takers out there?
growing? What was
Who's daring
growing
enough?
last
Okay.
minute?
Okay. Well,
Okay, we're gonna do it now. I left it at home.
Corey, thank you so much.
Thank
We're
you.
gonna have some other guests
Oh,
dropping by
information
here.
on
On that
Dreams.
note,
Yep.
it sounds like some folks here watched the Game Awards last night, right? Okay. We got an awesome new look at Dreams, and I thought it might be fun to learn a little bit more about it. What do you think? All right. Well, please welcome Shaban Reddy from Media Molecule.
Oh, it's a girl.
Are you sexist now? Confirmed.
No.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen,
You
please
confirmed you're
welcome
sexist.
Siobhan Reddy.
I'm just pointing out that it's not Sausage Fest anymore.
So you're saying it's a game bang?
Hello. Hi. I didn't really thought I was. Hello. Oh, hugs.
I made you shake it one time.
Hello. Good to see you. Hello.
Welcome.
Hello.
Thank you.
This is the more relaxed
British.
seat.
This is so relaxing.
It's lovely.
I
Very
feel
nice.
separate.
Well, we could just
I
go.
feel, I feel apart.
This is the stress seat. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll take it on. All right.
Shaban, I gotta ask, I mean, what's Media Molecule been up to lately?
Well, we have just been so busy. Heads down, getting Dreams ready for everybody.
Yay.
So we're so excited to be here at PSX and sharing the project. You know, for us, like we're a studio that loves to, you know, bring new experiences and innovative new experiences to everybody, and can't wait to see what you're going to do with it.
How would you describe Dreams? I mean, it seems like a game that's kind of hard to describe, if I'm frank.
Well, I mean, so we did make Little Big Planet, and for us, Dreams is our next step into the Play, Create, Share domain. And I mean, in the trailer that we released last night, like the really important thing about that announced our story mode and sort of showed what the story is that we're making. But also the really important thing about that is that everything was made in Dreams. So, you know, Create this time is that you can create absolutely anything. You can create games, you can create movies, like all of the characters, the animation, the logic, everything was made in Dreams. And so for us, that's what's, you know, what's a really big differentiator. And then you can share it with the world. So really it is like that next step on with Play, Create, Share.
Tell us a little bit more about what we're seeing here in the story mode. I mean, I think there were sort of like 3 different dreams or universes that
That's
we were
right,
kind of
yeah.
looking at.
No, it's cool. So here you have little debug. So basically our story mode is 3 interwoven stories. and it's called Art Stream. And here you're seeing Debug. This is the sort of more sci-fi theme. And we decided that instead of just sort of going with one type of gameplay and one type of look, we would do the three. So this is a sci-fi. And we also have the sort of film noir setting, which is point-and-click adventure, and there is the childhood fantasy, which is kind of classic MM with a bit of horror stuck in.
Yeah, and I think we're seeing this
here
right now. Yep.
Yep.
Looks lovely. I mean, it's so interesting to me. You can build something like this. I mean,
they look so different. All
It's beautiful though.
Well, that's that's sort of the point.
Everything in this game was created in-game.
Jesus.
And with a brain behind it. It's just not computer generated.
Absolutely gorgeous. The whole thing is just drop dead stunning.
Well, the person puts this on, and then the computer kind of fills in the blanks.
Looks and sort of the chiseled characters. Here we have a map, and so this is sort of
You
how
can
the dreams
tell
laid
the
out.
science because this is a game about creating games.
Yeah.
You can make a game, you can make a movie, you can make a movie about a game or a game about the movie. It's all up to you.
It's awesome.
You can make porn.
Recreating the entirety of Shrek in dreams.
People are gonna do that, and it's gonna be awesome.
Or Sonic Dreams.
Somebody posted to YouTube the entire movie Shrek, but it's MIDI.
The entire movie Shrek, but it's made in dreams.
I mean, one
I
question.
mean, that's the exciting thing.
Yeah, I've just always been wondering with this.
Except for Shrek being the hero, it's Donkey.
When it comes to genres, I mean,
Donkey.
Can you make like racing games? Can you make RPGs? Can you make? I mean,
on the noble seed that's got
okay, here's the thing. Dreams, I've been waiting so long for this because this was revealed at the same place that the PS4 was revealed. So this has been in development for at least 4 or 5 years.
The sky is the limit.
Jesus
and I think
Christ.
we'll actually start to see almost like a bit of genre bending.
We knew about this game just about as long as the PS4 itself.
It strikes me, Corey. I mean, you know,
We're gonna enter a new generation of consoles soon too.
Borrowing some of this Dreams technology, would that help you get across the finish line a little quicker?
I would have had a release date.
Honestly, I'm just glad this didn't fall by the wayside, because.
Speaking of that, actually, Shaban, do we have a target release time here for Dreams?
So we're releasing 2018.
Great.
Yeah. So we're
there's
ready,
a beta.
Getting ready.
Ooh. When?
I would imagine you need some
They're not
beta or something.
They're not giving a date, but
they're just gonna release next year, which that's a huge thing.
But, yeah, we're not announcing the exact date.
But
yeah, that will definitely happen, and we know that our community are desperate to get it onto the beta, so we'll be definitely doing that.
And so are your sister.
Oh, studio jams.
I know. Well, you know,
Anxious.
come on over.
Like other
I'm sure you
studios
guys
create their
copy
own
early,
games
right?
and dreams.
Yeah. Well, we'd love to do the jam, Worldwide Studios Jam. Like, how cool would that be?
Finally!
I'm in.
Finally, they say it!
Like, I just think it would be the best.
I'll cover the pizza for that.
The date?
All right, thanks, Shaban.
No, you just said
you know,
it's
we've been
gonna
doing
be
a lot of
next year.
talking here tonight. I kind of feel
Well,
like
yeah,
playing a game.
it's also
you
the
know?
trailer.
What do you guys think? You want to play a
Yesterday.
game?
Play something.
Play a game with us? Okay.
Oh,
Yahtzee!
that's what they
ideas
said. Let's
about
play
a fun
it.
game to play with friends.
Yahtzee.
Yahtzee?
Yes.
We're going to
Yahtzee.
just sit down and play Yahtzee right here on the stage.
What are you talking about?
I've got an
It's
idea.
ladders, yeah.
I've got an idea.
Detroit.
Overcooked is a brilliant game. No.
Come on, this is a game I've already seen. Where the fuck are you
gonna
game?
play-
Oh, they're
We've done Until
thinking.
Dawn before in the group setting.
Yes.
They said
We're gonna play Detroit Become Human.
Detroit Become Human is a game you can play with friends? How the fuck
Please
does that
welcome
work?
Guillaume.
Oh, they're doing the.
Bring Sean Murray up on stage to explain how he played with French.
No, actually, they did that in other games. It's the share play program or some stuff.
Yeah, of course you can play with friends. You can make your friends can decide for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Guillaume de
David Cage.
Fontenay.
I'm making a game about how a robot learns to become human. Yoko Toro. Well, I'm making a game about how a human learns how to become human. What?
Hey guys, do you want to see something that
A lot of people here. Yeah, this is going to be exciting. We got the idea
Say
for
what?
this from the very first PlayStation experience, by the way, where
are they asking
we fired
what
up
video
Until
games are
Dawn,
too?
great game. I'm sure you guys are fans
Absolutely.
of it. And had everyone cheer and hoot and holler to decide what actions we should take.
What the hell happened? They were killing. They were killing him in the last conference. Why this one they did so different? They were complaints.
Well, the first one they showed 4 years ago was a lot like this.
Tech demo called Cara.
Guess what?
And this Android that is
We're not alone in being bored.
Oh my god.
2012, we showed
What?
Absolute madman.
asking us, what happens to Cara?
You know what? I'm on the hashtag. I'm gonna read some of my
So
favorites.
David Cage and the team started to work
Because nothing's,
on,
fucking nothing's happening on the stream right now.
And so we imagine
Shout
this
outs to the
world
guy
in
that
about
just
20
yelled
years,
Yahtzee.
when human-like androids are really commonplace. So
Not gonna lie, TGA was probably 75% ads and still held my interest in this. It's just a lot of talking right now. And then there's why, and then it's a gif of someone hitting his head against a pillow on a couch.
3 of these androids. Cara, of course. Connor.
I think I'm just gonna get dreams right now because this fucking conference is putting me to sleep.
They have their own backstory. They have,
holy fuck, I'm bored.
Their own society. And
they don't even sound.
I'm closing this. I like not the chat, but like I'm just closing the stream. I'm literally about to fall. I'm like leaning back in my chair, about to die.
I don't blame you, dude.
And change the
if I'm the only one awake,
don't even sound excited or enthusiastic about what they're talking about.
No, they're just talking to each other. It's like a fucking casual Sunday.
PSX 2017 is going for worst press conference ever.
I want it all. I want to open my presents right now. So Guillaume.
PSX is the EA of conferences.
What's going to happen is all you early bird ticket holders out there.
I guess I used to still selling. Why would they choose this format when the other one was fine? At least they put trailers, but this one, it just feels.
I don't hear you well. So
interviews and developer talks are great for panels, not the opening event. Show some trailers and gameplays, set the tone for the event, generate hype.
Scene, which is the very first scene in the game. We're playing as Connor.
PlayStation experience is boring, turn it off.
He's been built to investigate deviant.
At least the Game Awards have given us some great new memes.
Something weird. And so we're going
Microsoft right now, and then it's that fat guy from The Office laughing.
Android has taken a little girl hostage. And we're
PlayStation experience, literally nothing edition.
Yes.
The Virgin PSX versus the Chad Game Award.
X for Sean.
Jesus.
Oh hell.
Oh my god. Somebody actually found the Will Smith video. He's like...
Where's the video game?
Yeah. Hold on, I'm sending it to you guys on Twitter.
Oh my god, stop talking like show shit. Jesus. I know they were trying to, yeah, they're right that they're trying to do
guess they had that jump scare to wake up the sleeping audience.
Okay, now I'm in control of the character. I can really move him around the way I want with the
it's live gameplay.
Left analog stick. With the right
Nebelian just
I can interact.
Through some shade. He's like, no need to talk about dreams. Most people watching the stream are experiencing it for themselves.
Jesus.
Connor is very intelligent. Shall I save the fish or not? Oh, too late, too late.
Too late.
There's no sound.
Oh, they're playing.
All right, ma'am. You need to go.
You can't do that. Why aren't you sending a...
Oh, they're playing a new game for Detroit.
Hey, you know why they're cheering?
Why?
Because they just saved the dying
Because they're finally playing a fucking video game.
Oh boy, video games.
I told you this, but you didn't react, so...
Remember that every action has a consequence.
We saved the fish. We saved the human life. Or fish's life.
Fish save, the crowd goes wild. Hashtag save the
so
fish.
at any moment you can hold R2.
That's your meme.
And you enter what we call
There's
the mind
your meme,
palace of the character. Shows you your objectives.
I don't
give a shit. My men are ready to step in. Just give the order.
So here, for instance, I can see that I can talk to Captain Allen.
No, elementary, my dear Watson.
Captain Allen, my name is Connor. I'm the android sent by CyberLife.
They're really showing the Detroit demo from E3 2016. Not going to sugarcoat it. This is completely awful at this point. Will he save the fish?
If it falls.
The answer is yes. He did save the fish.
Okay, quick, so I can ask him.
Wow,
about
guys,
Deviant's name,
PSX
emotional
is
shock.
so boring. Also, the folks on stage are going to be that furniture. Which one of you geniuses thought all of this through?
David Cage presents Fish Rescue.
If y'all are expecting new games to leave PSX, if you're watching it and complaining, leave. This is for games that have been announced. If you expected more to leave.
Everyone's so bored they've opted to root for Fish.
So either you deal with this fucking android now, or I'll take care of it.
I will say, I do prefer the rapid fire announcement style of keynote talk show stuff, but I also have patience, so heck y'all. What?
Don't know if we said the right thing here, but
It really feels, dude, I could literally watch sand fucking, like, I don't know, be formed.
Abilities of
Why?
is that you can analyze evidence, and if you find all the evidence, you can then put them together.
Oh, cool! It's Remember Me Too.
And you enter into the reconstruct mode, so you can basically reconstruct.
Yeah.
What has happened.
Oh my god, I think about the best tweet. I swear to Christ, if Mr. Caffeine walks on the stage, I'm selling my PS4.
Wallet here.
Oh man, best tweet, holy shit.
Who's Mr. what?
You don't know who Mr. Caffeine is, are you serious?
Okay,
You're
so
laughing
we
at
have
me.
unlocked something here.
I don't know.
We are 45 minutes into the presentation and nothing has happened. That fish will be the highlight of the show. Why are people so excited over picking up a fish? Is this what it takes to make people happy?
Oh my god, they showed the crowd at PSX. No one is having fun.
Oops.
Whoever organized this needs to be fired.
Absolutely.
So let's some fucking gameplay.
Oh, iPad! iPad time.
iPad.
Yeah, I'm watching it live on Facebook because Facebook is up to date with it.
So there's really nothing you have to do. So doggy here.
I think I just heard someone kill the family.
What if we're playing as Daniel and he's been reprogrammed?
Okay, now we know the deviant's name is Daniel.
Detroit, becoming human had my interest. Knowing I could save a fish, they now have my money.
Way up. Good.
Oh my god, a David Cage game where you can interact with
and see.
It's almost like this is a video game or something.
That's an indication of everything that's interactive in the scene. So let's take a look at this person here.
PSX is so whack so far. People are clapping because the dude saved a fishing game. Spinning chairs is more hype than PSX.
I have a bad controller that we know now.
Where's the video games?
Oh, you saw that one?
Yeah, I'm literally on the hashtag PSX 2017.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
You people are the androids. PSX
Okay, now I can
2017.
reconstruct and try to understand what happened with him.
What?
What?
Is something mildly interesting actually happening at a game show?
Try to find clues.
This is kind of creepy, Guillaume.
Okay, we found something.
I've unlocked a new evidence.
That's better.
That I'll be able to analyze. Okay, now we understand probably what happened. Deviant was going to be replaced. Didn't like it. Oops.
Oops.
All right, so
Shots
that
have been
is
fired.
a soft reminder that time is of the essence.
Oops. Oh, you're behind me then.
Yeah, I'm way behind you. I like it how he just says oops. Like, oh, oops.
Oops.
Oopsie doodle.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. I accidentally killed a guy.
I'm not even on the stream anymore. Like, I'm not, like, in the stream anymore, so...
Dude, like, they didn't show anything for the first 45 minutes.
I want to die.
I'm honestly shocked that there's still people watching this from Twitter.
I'm surprised people are actually still in the auditorium.
This is like LA Noire if the dev team watched Blade Runner and then thought cool robot movie.
Oh my god, oh, show something new, Jesus Christ.
They are showing something.
I could chop my dick off and still be less fucking hurt than the fucking amount of, like, boredom right now.
Should I take the weapon?
It's dragging too long. This is presentation 101. Don't drag too long. Don't drag too long.
I'm pretty sure this is the only keynote.
Okay, so now I have a 78% probability of success. Shall I... Let's go.
Let's go.
You shot him.
Okay, now we need to be quick.
Don't come any closer or I'll jump.
Alright, I'm gonna go watch some videos. I'll be on later or tomorrow.
Well, at least stay in the voice chat.
Well, I mean,
you can leave if you want. This is America.
America. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later.
Later.
Ooh, I need to approach slowly. So, what do you want?
That's interesting.
Shall we hop the cup?
He's losing blood. If we don't get him to a hospital, he's going to die. All humans die eventually. What does it matter if this one dies now? I'm going to apply a tourniquet. Don't touch him. Touch him and I kill you.
What should I do?
Ignore. Because I don't know.
Okay. Are you armed?
Truth or lie?
A lot of people are like lying.
You're lying. I know you have a gun. I'm telling you the truth, Daniel. I came here unarmed.
Okay, so now we can use what we've unlocked. Quick.
I know you and Emma were very close. You think she betrayed you, but she's done nothing wrong. She lied to me.
That's good.
I thought she loved
Press
me,
X to give Daniel's respects.
but I was wrong.
Oh, Supreme phone case.
Like all the other humans.
What should I do? Quick.
They were going to replace you, and you became upset. That's what happened, right? I thought I was part of the family. I thought I mattered. But I was just their toy. Something you throw away when you're done with it.
What should I do? Quick.
Listen,
I'm being sold on this game, honestly.
Yeah, actually, I've not played that game.
Yeah. This actually looks like a game.
What? No, this is PlayStation Experience. There's no such thing as a game.
But I was nothing to them. Just a slave to be ordered around. I can't stand that noise anymore. Tell that helicopter to get out of here.
What should I do?
Oh shit! Percentage is going down.
And I want a car. When I'm outside the city, I'll let her go.
Quick, show you.
I want a game.
People are going nuts for just the guy that shot in the head.
Dude.
I knew you would say that.
The way that he walks out of here is just fucking badass.
Nice job. Nice job. Well done.
You guys should be very proud you saved the fish.
Gotta save that fish. That was incredibly tense. And I'll tell you, I played that 2 or 3 different times. I didn't even know you could do that. I would always talk them out of it, or, I mean, how many ways are there to solve that situation?
There are many ways, but more than the different endings,
consequences.
and that's true for this scene, but for all the other scenes, everything.
Oh, that's the VR game that was based on the heist demo.
Experience it for yourself, because watching
the
someone
heist demo was
playing it yourself.
I love watching people play that.
But
yeah, so they actually was so popular that they made a whole game out of it.
Make decisive decisions that
the
are
VR
going
game.
to impact each of the characters' fate and totally change the story. And it's really our most ambitious project. It's the most branching narrative that we've ever created. And it's also the most incredible game that we've created because we are touching upon certain themes that are, socially relevant. And we think that we're going to touch players on an emotional level and give them the opportunity to experience something really, really different.
Well, you touched me on an emotional level, I can tell you that right now. What about you guys down there?
2,000 pages of script, guys.
Wow. Intense.
How many pages is the script? I need to know.
I don't care. Give me
Cage says
fucking
2,000. I counted them. It's slightly
Oh God, back to talking.
Yeah, slightly more. That's a lot more, probably.
Over 2,000 pages of dialogue.
We are at the end of the development.
I'm pretty sure that it roughly equates out to about 40 hours of gameplay that you can play of this.
Thousands of story permutations that we're going through. It's hell.
So wait, you have been working on this for 7 years, and you said you were working on yours for how long were you working on yours?
Pretty much, yeah. 7.
Seven?
I mean,
Seriously,
that's a magic
I'm
number.
5
It's a
years,
magic number.
less than 5 years. Everyone.
We're thinking about the
extra 2
game.
years,
We're
yeah.
thinking about the game for 3 years, then we start developing.
Oh, there you go. So 10.
But it's necessary.
Everybody's just trying to top me. That's cool.
Finish
the game. Now I don't want to. Now I want to take an additional 2 to 3 years.
Do I have more time?
No, I'm just kidding. 2 years is fine. Yeah.
Great job, everybody. You saved the hostage. That was Detroit
And the
Become
fish.
Human Play.
Wait, spring.
This
They
weekend.
announced
And you
spring
say that.
2018.
Get a totally different experience. Who knows? That is coming out next year, right? Next year on
Star
PS4?
Cool.
It is coming out next year in spring.
I am buying that.
Right.
Finally, trailers!
Oh my.
Fucking
Guillaume
finally!
just laid it right out there.
It's only midnight, guys!
Okay, well, very cool, good stuff so
Yeah,
far.
look at this game. Does
But I
this
gotta
game
say,
look exciting
who
with the
wants to see some
raccoon?
trailers? You want to see some new game trailers? All right. Let's see some new game trailers. Roll it.
Oh, right back.
So what is this? Like, hole simulator?
It's kind of cool. You put trash in the hole and it gets bigger.
You know what
Wait a
would be
minute,
cool?
is this
If it
the
actually
action
ran at
guys who
60
did
frames per second.
Cabaret?
Dude, it does. Look at the screen.
Does it have a platinum trophy?
I don't know. I just started.
So, like, what's the point of the game?
There's puzzles. If you collect the kiln, the hole catches on fire.
Oh, sick. This game has Updog, right?
What's up, dog? What's up, dog?
Oh shit. The raccoons, they're gone.
What's up, dog?
Zona County.
Huh.
Looks like it's PS4 exclusive. Oh.
Looks kind of fun.
Tigertron.
Tigertron destroyed.
I'm guessing that's the name of the...
With the developers and not the game. If that's the name of the game, that would be pretty badass.
No, that's the name of the studio, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm just thinking, Tigertron.
Oh, this game kind of looks like first-person Echo. First-person Echo with a Tron aesthetic.
Aesthetic.
Uh-huh.
Pretty beautiful game.
Yeah.
This is what I love about VR games. Just like
Jupiter and Mars.
Oh, they're showing the fighting game.
Oh, that's what they're named.
Jupiter and Mars. That's the name of the game. Jupiter and Mars.
That's also maybe the. I don't know. I'm not sure. But damn.
They're showing the Persona Cross Blaze Blue fighting game.
The what?
The Persona Cross Blaze Blue fighting game.
Wait, that's a thing?
Yeah.
They're showing it now, it looks like.
What? This is new to me.
Scary. Cross tag battle.
This is news to me. When the hell did this happen?
They showed at Evo.
This is happening now. Wow. Now is now. Now is not the past, but now is now.
They already showed this at Evo. Along with Geese Howard's reveal.
Fuck! Cameron, we were literally just talking about how Ruby fucking sucks.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
it looks like the games might be good. That's a whole different thing.
Yeah, the game looks good. I'm just saying that Ruby actually kind of sucks.
Really? I never seen this series.
Oh.
I don't like the art style.
Oh, Bandai Namco.
More Soul Calibur. Yay!
Yep.
Finally, trailers. Jesus Christ, it's much to ask. Oh wait, it was just 1 hour of talking bullshit, and now they're showing an hour of big trailers.
Don't worry, there's still more seats to be filled.
Hey, guess what, guys? This game's coming out on Steam. Do you know what that means?
It's not PlayStation exclusive, or there's gonna be
next
kind of
time, fight
mod.
like you mean it.
Mod.
Ready to fight you.
Wait,
Ivy for Ivy, please.
We don't know yet.
Hopefully there's new mobs where they censor the nipples, but not the vagina. Because you know, I don't know.
Soul Calibur.
This is womanly abuse, sir. You're gonna get fined.
Guide me.
Capcom presents. Oh, Monster Hunter. Never mind.
Wait, how far ahead are you?
Very far ahead.
Yeah, don't spoil it for the rest of us.
Soul Calibur 6 is coming out next year.
Yeah.
They announced that yesterday too.
Ooh, Capcom.
Oh, the beta.
I'm watching this on Facebook, so I'm not actually watching it live, and not on my computer where it's delayed.
Okay, now it's Monster. Okay, now I'm getting a Monster Hunter.
Then that means the Elder Crossing is upon us again.
It's beautiful though.
Quite a sight. Just wait till we're finished. Soon,
I sound like a pirate.
Always delivers.
Arrgh! Is it just me, or did he sound like a pirate?
Do I sound like a pirate? This whole operation rides on how well you do that. We can do this.
Thank you, Jill Stein.
It's an ecological marvel. One that easily dwarfs any I have ever seen.
Beautiful game.
Were there elves in Monster Hunter before? Is that news?
I love it how when Cameron leaves, we actually see video games.
Though we have learned much, what we have are mere facts, and not a single
I just find that kind of funny.
truth they add up to.
Yeah.
Use everything at your disposal. I want eyes everywhere. Fight hard and stay smart.
Don't stop. Keep going.
Don't stop. Don't.
What the hell?
What?
You will see. What the hell?
If you two feel so compelled, then we will cross paths again at the end of all this.
Oh my god.
You're giggling like a little girl.
You will see. Jesus. Don't tell me that's it.
Is that fucking... Is that Mega Man?
Yeah, that's Mega Man weapons in Monster Hunter.
Because that's what we need in the new Monster Hunter, Mega Man.
Oh boy. More talking.
Hey, at least we're getting Andy and Mark.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Andrew House and Mark Cerny.
I thought Andrew House quit. No, that's someone else.
Very scene. Come on, give me something.
Wow, a lot of people.
Yep.
So, Andy, you've been at the heart of PlayStation for over 20 years now, and you've been planning a change for the last few months. Is there a little you can tell everyone about that?
Sure. You know, in essence, I have been with PlayStation since the start, and I've been through some good times and some not so good times. And I think right now the business is probably in the best shape, our platform, our games, than I've ever seen it. And thank you. I hope you guys agree. And with that, and having finally achieved the creation of Sony Interactive Entertainment, bringing all of our company together under one roof. And then on top of that, having been with the same company for 27 years, 14 of those years working in Japan, it just felt like
How is it possible this is more or less exciting than their E3? How does that happen?
To the next generation, and for me to just go and find one more adventure.
So, yeah, the tribute at the Game Awards last night was definitely very emotional.
Oh, another video.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
And,
Death Stranding! Oh.
So
Death
tonight
Stranding!
we have
Holy
a
shit!
special guest who also wants to celebrate your impact on gaming.
Cameron,
But,
stay out
before
of this
that,
call,
let's
because
roll video.
you're bad luck.
Oh, not this what you're talking about.
An explosion.
They're gonna show the same trailer?
No, it doesn't look like it.
Once there was
It's the same trailer.
A bang which set a planet spinning in that space. Once there was an explosion. A bang which gave rise to life as we know it. And then came the next explosion.
Same trailer, what the hell? Where have you seen this trailer? Why are they showing us again? Where have I seen this? No?
I don't mind rewatching it.
Well, it's 8 minutes. It's 8 minutes though. Right?
Shit, they're here. I can't get you out!
They're literally showing the same trailer, Death Stranding. Why are they doing that?
Maybe for the people who didn't see it.
But we were seeing it yesterday. We haven't seen it. Are you kidding?
But Lion, you're not everyone. Or are you everyone? What's your real name, Lion?
This is atrocious. I'm not watching this anymore. I'm just gonna wait for the announcement tomorrow.
I don't blame you, man. It's been kind of weak tonight.
Yeah,
I didn't think I'd be even more disappointed. This is what they were saving?
I'm disappointed. I thought Sony were doing like We're going in a row with this. What the hell happened?
Da 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 da.
I've seen this trailer for this is my 5th time seeing it, and I still never get tired of it.
Oh my gosh, showing something new. Did they still have nothing to show?
Hey, you're not alone. Everyone's saying the same thing. It's again, but why? I mean, it's cool, but why? You're just showing so many things we knew already.
Yeah, like the Mega Man crossover.
Oh, the games they want to show, but they're not ready.
I think this is the thing that they're just showing that these are all the games that are coming out next year.
What?
Remember, this is what they were holding back during E3.
That baby part still freaks the fuck out of me.
Anyways, I think I'm gonna go. There's something interesting happening.
Alright.
Later, man. It was awesome having you on again.
No problem.
Hopefully you come back on sometime sooner than 8 months from now.
Probably. We'll see. I'm very busy now.
There was an explosion.
Yeah.
A bang which gave rise to life as we know it. And then came the next explosion. An explosion that will be our last.
Jake, you still here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Our God, our Lord and Savior has arrived.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Hideo Kojima.
Yep. He's even wearing the opening thing.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome. It hasn't been exciting so far, but come on, our God has arrived.
So that trailer is a little strange, but the strangest thing is that after you played the game for 4 or 5 hours, all of that starts to make sense.
Really?
Yeah. So, Andy, I know you and Kojima-san have a long history together. How did you meet?
We met under the worst of all possible circumstances. It was E3, I was responsible for running the show, and I was hosting an event, and I got a call on my cell phone saying, Kojima-san's code has just been stolen by a fan from the booth, and you have to go tell him. So went out into the night. We had tracked him down to a restaurant, and we called him outside, and on the sidewalk in LA told him that his precious code had been stolen, and we had no idea where it was. And I remember the looks on people's faces as some short guy was bowing deeply on the sidewalk in LA to apologize for what had just happened. Anyway, the relationship could only go in one direction from there, which is obviously up. So I'm pleased to say. Ne?
ご飯を食べてて、
I think after all these years, Kojima has learned some English.
なぜかこう近づいてきて、こうご飯を食べてたんです。
Yeah, we were. He's too busy putting babies in tracheas.
We were
I think he was physically inside the stomach. That was the weird part.
Reason, and he comes out of nowhere and approaches, and then he tells the news and he starts to apologize deeply. I remember that.
And Kojima-san's face just went white as a sheet. I've never felt so bad in my life.
忘れられないですよね。はい。
まさに。
その前からアンディさんとは結構会議とか会ってましたけど、まああの時は。
If Cameron was here, how much of that he would react to this? Of that.
It's hard to forget that. I mean, before that, I've been with Andy meetings and whatnot, but that was the first time that I really remember. You know.
Okay, finally, something interesting to talk about.
So, Death Stranding. Can you tell us a little bit about how that came together?
ですね。先ほどトレーラー出てましたけど、あれは実機で動いてます。プレイステーションプロで 4K です。はい。
So you just saw the trailer. That is all working in real time in a PlayStation 4 Pro.
で後半ノーマンがこう水中みたいなとこ漂ってて自分の中に入ってきますね。あそこはプレイヤブルです。
And also in the latter half of the trailer, you see Norman in like water, kind of swimming, going to his own body. That's playable.
That's playable. That's fucking playable.
Wow. So how did Death Stranding come together? We can skip that. So maybe the world knows. So what are some of your favorite memories together?
They're just looking at each other like.
食事を一緒によくしてます。ずっと前から。
We often go and grab lunch or dinner together.
で大体仕事の話は我々しませんので。
And we barely ever talk about work.
大体70年代、80年代の、テレビドラマ、これは主にアメリカ、ヨーロッパとか、そういうのをすごく。
We mainly talk about 70s, 80s TV shows, mainly American or European TV shows.
Okay, so
TV shows, that's what they talk about.
Here, because he will take on pop culture trivia in the US and Japan, 70s,
This is
80s.
it's a beautiful friendship.
It's a beautiful friendship.
He's just an encyclopedia.
Why can't we have a friendship like that, Jake?
I would also add that I
'Cause
think
you're a
the
cuck.
most
I
fun
don't
time
know.
most recently was sort of building a different form of relationship and seeing at first hand the sort of rebirth of Kojima Productions and having Sony be part of that has just been really, really phenomenal from my point of view.
Oh, and also another reason why we can have a relationship like that. We're not in the exact same TV shows.
I don't watch TV shows.
So when I became independent, I was fortunate enough to receive offers from many different people.
で、まあいろんなところあったんですけども、やっぱり自由にものづくりがしたいので、僕のことを理解してくれているところとやりたいなというのはずっとありました。
So I had this many offers, but I wanted to keep my freedom to create exactly what I wanted. So I wanted to work with someone that understood me.
で、アンディさんにお会いして、こんなものを作りたいんだよとっていう相談をしました。
And well, I met with Andy and I told him, you know, this is kind of what I want to do.
普通は、役員室で何十人もいるところでピッチというのを散々やるわけですよ。こういうものをこういう狙いでこんだけ売り上げがあってこんだけで作りますっていうのをしないといけないんですけども。
So Hideo Kojima just came up to Andy and was like, I want to make this game.
This point is you're going to execute
I wonder what type of drugs he was on.
Pitch of this is kind of the expected revenue. This is exactly
Dude, it's Kojima. He doesn't need drugs.
What kind of target audience I have.
Come on, everyone needs drugs sometimes.
で、その時アンディさんに2、3分内容を口頭で言っただけなのに、OK っていうので。
So I remember at that point I just told Andy maybe 2-3 minutes about what I wanted to do and just told him I didn't have any document and he just said, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
で、
okay.
最初の作品なんでやっぱりアンディさんね、だいぶ付き合いも長いですし、信頼関係もあるので、それで今回のデス・ストランディングができたと。アンディさんがいなければこれはなかった、生まれなかったものです。この赤ちゃんも生まれなかった。
And it would be the first work of Kojima Productions in the independent, so it was very important for me. And well, it was all because of Andy. Without Andy, none of this would have been possible. None of this, what you saw, would have been created. None of the baby giving the thumbs up would have been possible.
The baby with the thumbs up, impossible. Because, you know, those babies love their thumbs up.
Yeah.
I think maybe a shout out to Herman and Guerrilla Games for Decima. Is in order. That was really it for questions. Any final thoughts? We've run. I know we needed more cards.
I think we throw it.
ちょっといいですか？で、アンディさんと一緒にやりましょうということで、まあ、去年の1月ですかね。
So, well, going lunch with Andy last year, I think it was in January.
で、企画は考えてたんですけども、テクノロジーが全くないので、エンジンもツールもないので、まあ、その時は事務所もなかったです。
I already had a good idea of what I wanted to do, but I didn't have the technology with me. I didn't have, you know, I didn't even have an office at that time.
で、その時、まあ、友達のマークさんを思い出して、マークさんに相談しました。
So also thought of Mark and discussed with Mark.
で、マークさんと1月世界中のスタジオを回って、そこでヘルマンさんと出会って、今のデシマエンジンがあると。
And well, went on a tour through all the studios in the world with Mark, and at that point I met with Herman, and well, that's what it led to today.
これもよくいろんなところで喋ってますけども、いろんなスタジオを回ってプレゼンテーションを受けました。エンジンはこうだよとか、ツールはこうですよとかっていうのを受けました。
This is something I often mention, but in that tour I went through different studios, and I got a presentation of what kind of engine each studio was using, what were the characteristics of each one.
もう僕らもう何もなかったんで、その時4人ぐらいで仮事務所だったんですけども、すごく皆さん優しくしていただきました。
At that point I had nothing. I think we were 4 people in total at a very small rented office space, but everyone was really, really kind with us.
で、ゲリラの皆さんはプレゼンテーション終わって、で帰ろうとした時に一つの箱をくれたんですね。
And well, Guerrilla made their presentation showing us their engine, and when we were about to leave, they just gave us a small wooden box.
で箱を開けるとそこにゲリラのエンジンのソースコードが全部入ったものが入ってたと。
And well, when we opened the box, there was the whole source code of Guerrilla's engine.
で契約書も何も交わしてません。とにかく小島さんこれ持って帰ってくれと言われて、
Should be noted
もうそこでもう泣きそうになって、もうこことゲームを作りたいってその時思いました。マークさんも同席されてたと思いますけど、はい。
It should be noted that at this point we had no contract, nothing, no boundaries, and they were just like, yeah, go ahead, please use your engine. This almost brought me down to tears, and at that point I made a decision, okay, this is the people I want to work with. This is also in part thanks to Mark.
デス・ストランディングっていうゲームのテーマはつながりなんですよね。ストランドというか。
The theme of this, the theme of Death Stranding is connections.
で、最初にアンディさんとソニーさんとのつながりがあって、マークさんとのつながりがあって、ヘルマンさんとのつながりがあって、皆さんとのつながりがあって、今ここにデス・ストランディングが紹介できるっていうのは非常に嬉しく思います。ありがとうございます。
It started with a connection with me and Andy, that led to a connection with Mark, and that led to a connection with Herman and Guerrilla Games, and that led to a connection with all the people in here, and that all those connections led to having this running here today. So I want to thank everyone for this.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Brought a tear to my eye.
Oh, more videos.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Oh, never mind.
Fun night, huh? You know, just get some old friends together, you know, just hang out, you know. Getting to be holiday times. I love spending time with friends and family, you know. And I count a lot of you among that. I mean, it's seriously, it's like a game development super group is stacked up on here. Just one huge name after another. Thank you so much for all of you.
We could start a musical act together. This would be wonderful, I think.
It would be incredible. What kind of game would we make if we made a game together? That's what I want to know.
We would make Death Stranding in dreams.
Death Stranding in dreams.
And it would ship in 2018.
Dude,
I still would not understand it.
Hari's on fire today.
There would be a story
Yes, indeed. There'd be a great
that
story.
you'll understand at the very end.
It would come in under budget. And,
well under budget.
Well,
I'm sure.
And early, like all those things, all the things that happen.
That seriously is in your dreams.
Anyway, PlayStation Experience is just such a special time, and we have an incredible weekend lined up for everybody here. We've got all those big panels I was talking about earlier. Naughty Dog's bringing it, Sucker Punch is bringing it, Media Molecule's bringing it, and of course, tons and tons and tons of playable PS4 and PSVR titles. Lots of stuff to play. I mean, Far Cry 5's at the top of my list. You're going to be able to play Firewall Zero Hour. That's the new PlayStation VR game we announced earlier. Shadow of the Colossus, seriously, it's the third time I've said it, I know. Absolutely gorgeous. It's going to make your eyes pop out of your head. And then don't forget, we've got Capcom Cup on Sunday as well. That's going to be a lot of fun, too. That's going to be right here. I truly think it is our biggest PlayStation experience yet, and I hope you all agree when you get out there on the show floor tomorrow. Before we wrap up, though, Sean, there's been something I've been
they're mentioned in the shirt.
mentioned to you.
Way down here, all by myself on the
Way down there. That's right. That's right. There's this this thing with this shirt. You know, I see it kind of peeking out there out of your. What's the deal with that? Can we get a look?
So we kind of this kind of tradition sort of happened by accident, and that I would wear a shirt on stage at PSX, which would give an indication of kind of games to come in the future, things I want to see happen. There was the infamous Crash Bandicoot T-shirt experience, but it led our friends and partners at Activision to bring out Crash Bandicoot again, which is one of the biggest, one of our most successful titles this year. We've done that with Ratchet, we've done that with Wipeout, and now we have Wipeout VR coming.
Bib Ribbon.
Yep. And so this shirt. Yeah, what is that?
Yeah, I don't exactly.
Medieval.
Can you tell us anything about this?
Medieval.
Can you tell us what is that? Anyone know what that is?
It says Sir Dan.
Wait, Sir Dan, is that?
So
It's medieval.
I've been getting a lot of a lot of feedback about the title Medieval. It's a really important title in my personal journey, in my career. We worked on that when I moved to London. We would like to bring it back on PlayStation 4. We think Sir Daniel needs one more resurrection, and this is the time to do it. Thank everyone for
there's a video.
sending the suggestions. Serendipitously, I'd already had this one baking in the oven, and then I saw all the pressure coming in, so I thought this was a great time to bring it out and to talk about it.
Should we roll the video?
You guys want to see a video? Let's do that.
Well, he's back.
Finally, you can prove yourself as a warrior. Greetings, stranger. I'm dead. What do you want? You fleshless.
Oh, it's a full remaster.
Boy.
Oh, it's a full remake.
In 4K. I never played this game, no. Wow.
There you go. Medieval's coming to PS4. That's awesome.
One more thing. This shirt will also be available in the PS Store for the next 2 days at PlayStation Experience. And all proceeds from the sale of the Sir Daniel Resurrection shirt will go to Able Gamers. So,
you know how many people could be buying that shirt now?
Grab one of these shirts over the next 2 days.
Fantastic stuff. So, hey, I want to thank all of our panelists. Thanks to all of you. It's been an honor. This is an incredible bunch. You guys have been great. We have an incredible weekend planned for all of you. Coming up next is Greg Miller with Kinda Funny. We're going to take a very short intermission, but we're just getting started, so stay with us.
Be sure to stick around.
Oh, it's just a... All right. Jake?
Yeah.
It's 12:30 where we live. So I think here's what we're going to do. I think we're going to call it for the night.
Okay.
If they do announce anything amazing after this, we'll have to pick it up tomorrow.
Okay.
So we'll wait for this to finish and then we'll do our sign-off.
Okay.
Thank you, baby, for the thumbs up.
Wait, listen. It was all his idea. He wanted me.
So, on behalf of Neon Cabaret, I have been Bammer Slacker.
I've been Real Just Jake.
And Sony, we're kind of disappointed. Now, they said they said it was intermission, so I'm going to assume that they're going to do more stuff after this, but you know what? It's 12:30. If what we just saw was any indication, I don't think there's going to be anything too much interesting.
Well, when to expect that, huh?
Yeah, but I mean, the Game Awards was a perfect example of that. But then again,
well, we'll just see what happens into the later half. So,
dude, like if something, like I guarantee you, they're gonna announce like the Spyro remaster, like when I'm about to go to sleep.
I know, it's gonna be hilarious.
If that does happen, I guess we'll have to record like we need to talk tomorrow night.
Yeah. All right.
I'll let you do that one as well. Maybe we'll do that.
I'm gonna keep on watching.
Yeah, feel free to keep recording and do your own reactions to that.
Oh, I was just gonna say I'm just gonna keep recording, but not. I'm gonna keep on watching, but not record, because we're already at 2 hours and 32 minutes.
I don't know, like you'd be surprised at how willing people are to watch like long form content.
All right, then I'll keep recording.
Yeah, but I'm gonna. But yeah, Dick, feel free to record as long as you want, as long as you're reacting to shit. I'm gonna head out.
All right. Night, man.
Because I have to go, Chris. Yeah, I'm later. Good night, everybody.
All right. Alright. I am just going to sit down and play video games and just keep that on in the background. Kind of funny. Not too funny now. Can't have someone too funny now. Because, you know, that would ruin everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Greg Miller.
Hello, PSX, how are you? What's up, everybody? Are you having a good time? You've been sitting a long time. Everybody get up. Let's do some of this, a little bit of this. I'm looking right at you. I'm not, sir, you. Right, yes, there, thank you, that's all I needed. My name's Greg Miller, I work for a website called kindafunny.com.
Kindafunny.com.
But I think on the occasion, I'm feeling a bit nostalgic. Beyond! My kind of people. This is PSX, this is my favorite show of the year. This is, of course, the fourth PSX, the fourth one I've been at, and the fourth one I've been lucky enough to be at and have a panel. Now, usually, I come here and I do a podcast. I've done Podcast Beyond. I've done the Kind of Funny Games Cast. I've done PS I Love You XOXO. And this year I thought maybe I would do Kind of Funny Games Daily. Maybe we'd do the Games Cast instead. But it finally dawned on me. I emailed PlayStation. I said, hey, could I get Sean or Shu, sit them down and do an interview with them? I'd love to do that. And I expected them to say no. Instead, they hit me up and said, would you like to do it, both of them, on the kickoff night? And I said, okay, sure, that sounds like a great idea. So we have 15 minutes to talk to these gentlemen about their careers, about the stuff we really care about, like where all the games are, and all that other jazz. So are you ready for that? PSX, please welcome back to the stage, Sean Layden. Great. Sean, can't believe you didn't tell me about the shirt backstage.
Have to keep something quiet.
I guess, but I mean, like, as soon as
What happened to the rest of the IKEA showroom?
No, the couch portion of the programming is over.
Oh, is that over
No,
now?
we're done with that
All right.
now. No. Sean?
Greg?
It's PSX.
It is.
You've been on this stage a long time already talking. Great stuff, by the way.
Thank you.
Really good content, good reveals. No one's asked you the hard-hitting questions.
How bored are you? That's what I would ask.
I reckon that's not going to be you either.
No, please. You know how I am. You know who I am. Let's start at the top of the list.
Okay, fire away.
When will we be able to change our PlayStation Network names?
The elves back at the North Pole have been working on that for quite some time.
I've noticed, yes. Many PSXs I've talked to people, and they're always working on it very hard.
It's a large piece of work.
Yeah.
And it's more complex than I think we... Hey.
Hey.
What, are you a coder? You want to come solve this problem? Let me put it this way. I hope we'll see events occur that you don't have to ask me that question next PSX.
Okay. I thank you for that answer. And that's the thing. 2017, a crazy year for games.
Oh gosh, yes.
I feel like it's been a crazy year for developers and publishers.
Yes.
Of finally waking up to the fact that in the YouTube, Twitter, social space world, you can just be honest with people. You can have these conversations, right? Where you're saying something is better than saying nothing. Telling people, hey, we're working on it, we're trying, that's better than just going quiet.
Correct. I think there's some things we just can't speak about in detail.
Of course.
But I think every question deserves an answer, even if that answer is, I can't answer it.
Good answer.
That's a horrible answer. What are you talking
everybody knows
about?
you, you're in charge. You're the big man on campus.
Well, they made me sit at the end of the sofa row.
Yeah, I know, that was weird, right? That didn't seem very respectful.
Hi,
Somebody
Andy.
that in charge, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You've been in the position now since 2014?
Yes, president of the sales and marketing company here since 2014 and chairman of the studio since last year. Only getting one paycheck.
Oh.
Andy.
Well, Andy's on the way out. You got to start figuring out who comes up next.
Oh, wow, you went there.
It's true. Everyone knows the facts. Here's my question about that.
Yes.
Have you adjusted to the role? Because you are now in a position where you say anything and it gets picked up as this is Bible truth. The headline says Sony says this.
Well, the great thing about being the CEO of the publishing business and being the chairman of the studios is that, crazily enough, the head of marketing and the head of development, they always agree now. We don't have any of those, problems. No, it's a privilege, honestly, to be back in Worldwide Studios, where I began my career back in 1996. And
he's old.
It's been a while.
Real quick, go crazy if you were born after 1996. You're old men. You're old men, Sean.
Yeah. Anyone born in the Eisenhower administration? Okay, my people. All right.
They're getting there. Is that power, that position, did it take you a while to wrap your head around, like what that meant?
It really is a team effort, right? The days of building a game by oneself, unless you're publishing on, let's say, Android or iOS, those days are over.
Is this person
And
having
your
a
ability
seizure?
to pull teams together and get them focused in the right direction. Look at some games will have 150 or 200 people on it at peak, and that cannot just be driven by one megalomaniac. It needs a whole team around it. The same goes for sales and marketing and publishing. I see my role as not necessarily, picking the target and leading the charge every time, but really to create an environment where people can become successful, where people can get involved with the process. It's like distributed computing, right? I need the brain power of everybody that I work with in order to get the job done.
So now I think probably the second big question then for PlayStation at this PSX. Are you going to take any of that computing power and put it behind giving release dates to the video games? Because I'm getting sick of 2018, and we're not even there yet.
I think we talked about The Last Guardian earlier.
Kind of
right?
funny. Greg is hitting hard questions.
We can create a rod for our own back if we come out with a date a date that's not secure enough too early.
Sure.
Because we end up moving dates out, and a lot of times people can understand why that may occur. It's just not a great place to be. You get all excited and they tell you, I'm sorry, did I say Christmas was December 25th? It's actually July 9th. What? What? That was Christmas. What happened to that? So you can't move those kind of things out. I think we're trying to get in a place where as soon as we get a solid feeling, we are going to express that. But would you rather us just not show the game until that moment, or do you still want to see the game earlier?
Yeah.
Well, you want to see it? Do you want to see it not or earlier? See, because I just feel like God of War, I'm sold on. First trailer, done. You know, I didn't need to see more. Spider-Man, we all know Brian at Insomniac, he is not going to ever put a release date on this. Because he just likes to tease you. You follow this guy on Twitter, he's terrible. Every weekend, oh, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to play Spider-Man in my house. I'm like, ooh, I don't like you. You got to put pressure on some of these people at some point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I know. We just hate to put a date out there and then keep changing it, or having it be a moving target. Or having to come back and say, oh, that wasn't the date, and we're going to move it again. I mean, there are other things that impact that as well. If you put something on a pre-sale on the store on a certain date, if you move the date, you have to refund all of those pre-sales because the date has moved out of a certain window. So there's a lot of complexity around that.
Yeah, that's actually pretty interesting.
But we're trying to get better at it. I think the games that we've talking about in 2018 will be in 2018.
You're confident enough in that part. You have a strong feeling about that part.
Yes, because if it doesn't, then I go old Negan on my people.
Whoa. Okay. All right. So, speaking of which, is Quantic Dream in trouble? Because I don't think they were supposed to say spring when they said spring earlier.
No, they're fine.
Okay, they're fine. Okay, they're fine. They have a strong feeling as well? Okay, just fine. Sure.
They're fine. They're in there for spring. You know when spring is in Australia?
What? When is that? So then, talk to me about...
For people that don't know, it's the opposite of us. So
it's on purpose.
So their spring is not... Their spring is just ending.
About this PSX.
These are my chairs.
Just don't think too hard about it. Just remember there's a thing about authority, and if somebody's authoritative and higher, you need to answer the questions honestly and get out there.
All right. Yes, your question.
About this PSX, it's a different PSX. This is a different opening ceremony, right? It's very clearly not a keynote. It's not a press conference. Nobody say that. We're not supposed to say it. Like,
I like it better this way, actually.
Do you guys like this?
A lot of people don't,
if
but
I'm being
it's
100%
kind of interesting.
honest.
Yeah,
One guy's like, no!
All right, there's a door. We a lot of our late year announces and premieres.
That's an amazing gift.
And world exclusives.
There's the door.
And all that kind of stuff went into Paris Game Week. We had it all timed together, like Ghost of Tsushima. We brought it out there. It was very important because you all have PlayStation cousins living in Europe, and they're heavy gamers just like all of you are. And so we want to bring new stuff hot baking right out of the oven to them as well. And it just didn't give us a whole lot for this show. So we talked about what should we do here, and we thought maybe we kind of turn this into more of a dialogue or ability to meet the developers and the studio chiefs behind the games.
Yeah.
To get Corey come out here and then Herman. I thought that was a really good chance for you guys to get to know who the people are that are making the games you love.
Huh. I don't mind that. That's why I like the press
I'm a big fan of that. I make my living on just talking. So yeah, that's all great.
And a good living it is.
Thank you. Patreon.com/kindafunny. I'm sorry about the changes. I don't know what they're thinking. We'll talk about it later. Was that an educated decision moving forward? Because I feel like I love PSX. I've said that, and I'm not just saying it. You know what I mean? Like, it's my favorite show because it's a lot like Kinda Funny Live. You look to the left, you look to the right, you can talk to anyone here, and you're all into the same thing. PlayStation. That's why you're here. It's why it's great.
Right.
A few people like that. Do you think that what you're doing here, having this open dialogue, the way you're running PSX, making it more of an experience on the floor? Because I walked the show floor with Shuhei earlier today, guys. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Is that a move to redefine or at least reestablish what you think the identity of PlayStation is? Because I've talked on the shows a lot in the way that I thought PlayStation 4's launch, which has obviously been such a huge success, was so strong. The February event was so strong because it was you guys coming out and being like, all right, no cell processor, this is the box, it runs awesome games, let's talk about games. Games.
Yes.
And then it was, we rolled into E3 and there was a great video of Adam Boyes and Shuhei Yoshida talking about how they share videos. Yeah. And it was like, they get it, they're there, this is PlayStation. Then PSX happened and it was like this great ball of momentum. And then we saw a shift with E3s recently, where it was, all right, Shu's not going to come out. You're barely going to come out. It's just going to be trailers, and that's how we're going to run it. And it felt like, ooh, are we going back to a PlayStation 3 era PlayStation that wants to be more behind the scenes, or?
No, I'm not sure what you mean by behind the scenes, but I think we found that we have this great opportunity every year now with PSX to have this kind of, let's get by the fireside, up close and personal, and let's speak our truths and tell our stories. And I think E3, it's a trade show.
Yeah.
That's what it is, it's a trade show. And we have such great content lined up for that. I really felt, why would I don't need to come up and say, on the next scene you're going to see, Bob is having a little trouble with his son, and he wants to go over here and kill an alligator. You just show you what it is, right? And put it up on
Is that game in development? Oh man, just having so many problems with my son. It's because of the alligator.
Let's go, boy. Yeah. Are we shouting out greatest hits?
I think they yell out karaoke. I don't understand. I understand.
So I think this is what PlayStation Experience is trying to be, is to be that real connected, engaged a moment. For the next couple of days, not only we go on the floor and you're going to be able to see some great gameplay and there'll be a lot of demos there as well, but there's a lot of experiential stuff. I think maybe you're going to go in there and think that is this a game show or is this a trade? Is a theme park, right? And we want to get you closer to the visions that the creators have for their games and why they make and why they do what they do. You'll see a lot of the development teams and creators, on the floor themselves, enjoying what we're going to do here the next couple of days. And I hope to meet a lot of you as I'm warming the floor as well. This is the kind of show you want to do. E3 is really, it's kind of glitzy, but it's right there. You want to tell that story. You want to make that mark to say this is what PlayStation games are all about. Pow, 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 pow.
What did you think of E3 being open to consumers this year?
I thought, I'll be honest with you guys, I think the ESA sold 15,000 consumer tickets for that. And it really brought the crowd to the edge of pain.
Yeah.
And I won't bore you guys with the details around it, but if you're going to design a trade show or a consumer show, there's a completely two different beasts. And the way you do it, not only physically, the way you have to make rows wider, you have to have those experiences shorter to get more people through. We have to determine, E3 is like in the middle of the highway. It's going to get hit by cars on both sides now.
Yeah.
So it's got to choose a lane to be in.
Yeah, that's not the way to drive. So then, looking at 2018, what is your vision for PlayStation in 2018?
Well, I think we continue along our path, putting my Worldwide Studios hat on. I think in Worldwide Studios we have a lot of energy, a lot of devotion, a lot of love around storytelling, around narrative. Some people call that single-player gaming. We do have most of our eggs in that basket, just because that's the thing we do well, I think. In my humble opinion, IMHO. And I don't want to go to any of those teams and tell them, I read in a magazine that there's something called Games as a Service. Make me one of those. I don't want to be that guy. So that's what we do. We do Horizon, we do God of War, we do Detroit, Uncharted, The Last of Us. These are the things we're going to continue to lean into really strong. So I see our content story continue to play out that way. As a platform, I think we're going to see, again, humbly, continued dominance of PlayStation in the game market. And as we see the what we call the install base, a number of people have your thing, the install base of PSVR growing to a critical mass point, I think we're going to see a lot more content developers jumping in there. Of course, Worldwide Studios will be there, and things like we saw today, Firewall, that's awesome. You guys should really definitely get a chance to play that in the next couple of days. We're going to see some more energy in that respect as well.
Did PlayStation VR catch you off guard, how successful it's been?
Yeah, well, it caught us really off guard when we launched it a year ago and we ran out. It's like, oh, there's no more. And then so the momentum kind of slowed down because we were still trying to get the hardware to catch up with that. And so we've almost kind of put it into a relaunch mode right now.
Yeah.
Getting it out there. And titles like Skyrim was super cool. That's also playable at the show. You guys should check that out. Doom VFR.
Yep.
What's the F in VFR?
Nobody knows.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what the F stands for in those Doom things.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
Fromage.
Fromage, exactly. The cheese edition.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it's about.
And then the other titles you see coming out, this Bravo team is on the floor. You saw the picture of the inpatient, pretty creepy. So I think we're getting a good breadth of content coming out. And it caught us by surprise, but we're fully committed to the platform, to the format.
I have more VR questions, but your time's already up.
Okay.
Sucks.
There you go.
But the next man can answer these questions for me about VR.
You can ask him.
He's a fan of VR.
Mhm.
He plays it.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for Shuhei Yoshida.
Thanks, man. All right, Shu. Take him on.
Hey, Mr. Yoshida. How you doing? Oh, yeah, so it's just the best. It's the best part. If you ever see Shu, just give him hugs. Give him hugs. Look at all these people just leaving, Shu. Now, again, to clarify mistakes of PSX past, they were saying Shu. They weren't booing you. This was a big moment of contention before.
Yeah, I was worried.
Yeah.
This year it's much closer, everybody.
You like that?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. What does PSX mean to you?
Well, I always say PSX is my favorite show of the year.
Yeah?
This
Why?
is just the thousands of happy people. Everybody smiling, all love PlayStation. They're paying a lot of money to come. They got love PlayStation, right? So.
Does that blow your mind? I mean, you've been with PlayStation for so long to see the audience actually go somewhere each and every year.
Well, I never had this chance. You know, I've been to E3 and Gamescom and all these events, TGS, but I don't think we had this dedicated, like a PlayStation only big consumer event. And it just gets better and better. The booth that our teams created this year is amazing. It's the whole production, and that's a walkthrough of the gaming stages. Some of the games are not playable. We are not able to provide. So some very creative people came up with the other things for you to do.
So, of course, president of Sony Worldwide Studios.
Yep.
You know all these first-party things. All this stuff's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Infamously, in 2015, you came on our E3 live show.
Yep.
And rubbed it in Kinda Funny's face that you had already played Sucker Punch's game.
Well, I said.
No, you rubbed it in our face. You don't try to walk it back.
No, I said I played something in Sucker Punch office, and they are making something. Yeah, they exist, right?
They exist. Yeah,
He's
up there in Bellevue, being real quiet for a long, long time.
Yeah, what's great about working with Sucker Punch is they are so focused on getting the game feel right, the mechanic, the feel that when you have the controller, you forget you're holding the controller. You feel like you are really the character.
Yeah.
So they spend a long time, at the very, very early stages of the development of the Ghost of Tsushima. They always had this prototype gaming working. So I got to be able to play some of the early prototype that went, many, many iterations. And so I've been playing the game over maybe 2 years.
How is it? Tell me something about it.
No,
the fact that it wasn't opening this show, I don't know what you guys are doing, what kind of clown shoe operation this is. What is going on with this game? Tell me about the game. Who is the character? How big is the open world?
Yeah, so it's an open world game. It's the largest game that they have. Well, Sucker Punch has created much larger than infamous Second Son, and it's beautiful.
How big was Second Son?
Like the trailer that we showed was all rendered in the game engine.
Yeah.
And it's already playable, the sword fighting, and it's we are not talking about lots of gameplay.
Oh, I've noticed.
Yet.
Yeah.
But it already feels and plays very well. So it's a large, island of Tsushima. So actually, we came so close to get the leak.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Early this year or late last year, because Sucker Punch guys has been visiting the island of Tsushima many times for doing a research, taking photos, talking to people there, learning about the history and culture and nature there. And that became a story in the local newspaper, like a Tsushima Times or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a small piece. But friends of our development team in Japan was let know that, I read about this, Sucker Punch people from Seattle visiting Tsushima to do research for the next game, and we are like, freaked out, and don't talk about it. And luckily, the
Don't
paper,
talk about this, we'll
the
kill you.
circulation is only a few thousand.
Yeah.
And
none of them were on NeoGAF at the time.
Yeah. So it was only available in the island of Tsushima.
Oh wow! So they had
that story never came outside of that island. So we are like, they are so excited that large company, large production house is building Tsushima, and they respect. They are so excited that the game will be made, based in Tsushima histories.
Yeah.
So that paper guy wrote the story.
Good for him. He got the scoop. Where were you, IGN?
Yeah. So I was afraid that Kotaku Japan or IGN Japan might pick it up.
Do you find it disturbing that even in an auditorium this large, you can make out Marty's laugh? Anyways.
Hi, Marty.
How much Last of Us Part 2 have you played?
Last of Us Part... No, I haven't played any.
Don't lie to me.
No. No, I haven't. No, I have not.
Yeah.
Don't lie to me.
And I haven't played Death Stranding either.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why not? You just go down there. You're their boss. You can go in and you make things happen.
I can just wait and enjoy,
Are your hands off with the
Yes.
Yeah, they don't have to do anything.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just tell me, what is it her mom? Has that been confirmed? Because that's what it seems like. And then she's pregnant. Is that what the knife's about?
Yeah, that's my question.
Okay. Yeah. Well, no.
Yeah. So I was watching news video like talking about trying to figure it out.
Do you think Joel is alive, or do you think he's a ghost?
Ghost of Tsushima?
No, we're not. You don't have to plug the game we just talked about.
Oh, another great game. I played through the Shadow of the Colossus remake.
Okay.
That's an amazing game. Luckily I forgotten like half the Colossus.
Sure. Yeah.
How to, it's just beautiful and it plays well. They sped up the frame rate. It's I think it's 60 frames on PS4 Pro.
Okay.
30 frames stable on regular PS4. It plays so well. They reconfigure the controls and still, trying to keep the original intent.
Sure.
Of the
that
game.
it should be a struggle. The climb.
Impact.
Yeah. It should make you mad. The camera should wig out.
But I couldn't stop playing. I played through the game for over 2 or 3 days, but it was amazing experience.
I know it's not we were talking about this backstage. On Kind of Funny Games Daily, we had a conversation, me and Andrea, about if second party exists, and is Insomniac and Spider-Man, that's a second party and we went back and forth for a while, and then Insomniac just tweeted at us, and they were just like, no, we're a third party developer. It's a first party game.
Mm-hmm.
So have you seen that? Have you played that? Do you know about that? Can you ask Brian when it's coming out?
Actually, I played Spider-Man.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Tell me
the
about
whole sequence of the E3 demo.
Yeah.
It looked like some scripted sequence, but actually it's an open world game, another open world game, and actually, every time I played, it played differently. Of course, there are switches you can trigger some event, but entirely it's controllable, and you might have seen Brian, played different parts, and it feels so great.
When's that one coming out?
I don't know what we are saying. 2018.
Yeah, I know. You're saying 2018. I know. A lot of people are saying too.
We are not saying early or spring or right.
You're not. No, you're not.
Yeah.
Well, are you? I don't know.
No. We are saying early for God of War, spring for Detroit, and February for Shadow of the Colossus. So none of them,
okay.
I guess.
More information that isn't
I guess.
real information, I guess. But,
yeah. The other game I'm playing is Days Gone. That's another open world horror game. Yeah.
And what's going on with Days Gone?
Days Gone is it's not playable unfortunately here, but there's awesome setup in the booth. But the game's playable. I think, through now. So it's in the phase of doing the tweaks and the polish and testing. And
is it good?
It's a big game.
Right, that was the thing. When I was talking to Sony Bennett E3 about it, it still seems like we haven't seen what the game actually is. Because the game obviously is shooting, it is taking on the tweakers, the freakers, but...
Freakers.
The zombies. You know, and so...
No, they're not. Freakers.
Freaker. My apologies, everybody. Freakers, TM, PlayStation. It seems like when we see it, it is, all right, let's fight them. But in reality, when you talk about it, they talk about it being the open world and how your bike's a character and how you have to upgrade it and keep the gas in it and get supplies. It seems like it's not going to be just as action-focused as, demos have led us to believe.
Yeah, there are lots of stories this time around.
Yeah.
As well, so some of the trailers are focused on the struggles of the characters and death, or but it's pretty much action game. It's like approach the situation. Each situation you can approach anyway.
Well, that was the cool thing about Behind Closed Doors at D3, right? Is that it was the same demo, but this time it was at night, and so fewer people. You were using snow. It was being stealthy. You were not being hurt as easily.
Yeah, it's the time of the day changes, and the difficulty or the approach you have to take each situation changes. So it's very cool.
Talking about you overseeing the first party, right? What all these guys.
Oh, I've been playing Dreams as well.
There's a Dreams booth on the floor. If they want to know about Dreams, they'll go there. They'll find out about it.
Okay.
Talking about releases. How do you decide who goes and in what order? Because I feel when we see Last of Us at Paris Games Week, I was like, oh, well, for sure we're not going to see Days Gone then. And then it was that interesting question of, well, would we see anything at PSX that was new? Because I feel like the games on paper, in a trailer, in just a glance, seem so similar that you can't have them come out one on top of each other. You need to give them room to breathe, both in their marketing beats, I'd assume, right?
Well, when the games come out, they're very different.
Yeah.
But I understand where you're coming from. And your questions about which game to show in which...
How you decide, I mean, really, more than...
Yeah, so it's pretty much so... we tend to try to do big, like, media showcase twice a year. Like E3 and Paris this year, and E3 and PSX last year. And teams have the development schedules and have milestones and some optimum time to showcase the review or showcase gameplay or put demos on the show floor. So the calendars of these entire games and the PR production team have a conversation with each studios and try to position.
Sure.
Yeah, so that's a long process. It takes probably over 6 months to produce one show. So our PR team must have been working on or starting preparation for next year's E3 already.
So the way it works, correct me if I'm wrong, is that you guys, the first, Naughty Dog, whoever, a first party, a studio wraps a game. Then they start prototyping or deciding what they want to work on next time, and then they come to you and pitch you, right? So was there concern about Sony, Bend Studios getting involved into the zombie world when you do have The Last of Us, you do have this key franchise?
Well, in terms of the particular, because Last of Us already existed, and Days Gone came later, there's a conversation a little bit between Ben team and Naughty Dog to make sure that the directions that these teams are going are different enough.
Sure.
Yeah.
And you feel that you've hit it.
Yeah.
And we'll see both these games when.
What?
When God.
Days Gone 2018.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. All right.
I have memory.
I have memory. Oh yeah. All right, great. Okay, great.
And I don't remember what we've been saying for Last of Us.
Oh, nothing. Neil Druckmann. Zipping his lips, not saying anything about that. They just put out these trailers. Some people get mad.
That says something.
Yeah. What is your take here on PlayStation VR? Because when PlayStation VR first was getting ready to come out, you were the one walking around, beating the drum, telling me how great it would be. I got it. I agree, it's great.
Thank you.
How are you dealing with it right now? The fact that, like we were talking to Sean, you weren't prepped for the success you found. Newest numbers come out, 2 million units sold, which is something. I guess, why do you...
2 million sold through. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Fans, why are you guys finding success with PlayStation VR, whereas other VR people seem to be middling more?
Actually, when you talk about other VR people, like, because VR is such a passion project for all of us, not just our teams who worked on PSVR, but the Palma and those Oculus guys, who jumped on that early, and Valve guys preaching and teaching lots of researches they've been doing. So it's a small community, and we respect each other and we discuss, and so we understand. We had the same kind of passion and goal to make this amazing new medium, new technology in the hands of lots of people, in the hands of game developers and creators and media companies, people, creative people to use. So, I think success of any of us is a success for all of us. Because VR, you have to experience to really understand the potential of this new medium. That's the most difficult part. All of us are struggling. You have to communicate the game. We cannot just show the trailer because the experience is so different. So any of us releasing a new title or doing the demos, doing these kind of event, and getting more people to try good VR for the first time is a win for all of us, really working on good VR. So
when you were coming around before release, you were talking to me and telling me, this is PlayStation 1 again. Like, we're not going to come out of the gate and be where we're at with PlayStation 4. We see it as a 20-year process. With what you've had in terms of success so far, but also what you've seen with just people, how much they want to play VR, what kind of games they want to play in VR, are you still, you think, in that mindset that this is this long-term thing? Do you think you're going in a different direction than where you initially thought it was going to go?
Yeah. So what I've been saying is the things that we are seeing, for the launch of PSVR and those, first consumer VR product, very, similar feeling that I worked on when original first, PlayStation was the very first consumer-based, gaming system that allowed the game developers to use the real-time 3D graphics for the first time. And lots of new experience and lots of genre were created, and the advancement for the last 20 years. When you look at game like God of War or Last of Us, it's amazing, and it just keeps going and going. So I can see PSVR and the first sets of these consumer-based VR systems is like the first generation. And we can see for long-term future that the creative people and tech people, because the VR is not a new concept. It's been around since like 1960s. So lots of research being already made. We've been waiting for these technologies to advance enough so that we can make it reality. So there are a roadmap of all the things that all different companies want to work on to make it better and more exciting. And the pace and the amount of money and the amount, number of great companies, smart people working on to try to solve the lots of different issues around VR is mind-blowing. It's amazing. That makes progress faster for everyone. So the what I have seen for the last 2 or 3 years is amazing, and we are not, games and is leading because the, good VR requires powerful system like PS4 or high-end PC. So the gamers are the first users, and the game creators are the first developers to work on. But when you look at all the things happening, all different kinds of industries finding the good use of these new VR technologies, and you will see or use VR system in the different part of your life without you realizing it pretty soon. So that
I think I'm going to realize I'm using it. I think I'll know when I put it in.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, but what we talking about in the future, this can happen or that can happen. I think looking back in the future, that will happen sooner than you thought than we are thinking now.
All right.
So I'm so happy with the progress that we are all making, and the new games like I've been playing the Skyrim VR. It's amazing to be immersed in that. And games like Moss.
Moss is awesome.
Yeah,
I can't wait for Moss.
Very pretty. Manifest 99, The Invisible Hour. Lots of people are experimenting with different use of VR technologies.
Manifest 99, that's the one you tweeted out recently, right?
Yeah.
It's the one that doesn't have trophies, right?
Right.
Why is that happening? It's a video game shoe.
You are giving professional advice to the developer.
I am. Put trophies in your game. Who wants to see a video game? Let's play some video games. Who wants to stop talking? Yeah? Trevor Starkey does. Shoe.
Yep.
We're going to bring out some people to play some games. Are you down for that?
Okay.
It's a game called Concrete Genie.
Yes.
Are you familiar with it?
Absolutely.
You want to see the developers there from Pixel Opus come out here?
Yep.
All right. Let's do it. I was like, where are they coming from? Pixel Opus is here to play the game. Dominic, how are you?
I'm good, Greg. How are you?
Great, thank you for coming. Please, join us on the couch.
Hey, Sue.
So, if people haven't been following everything,
yes.
What is Concrete Genie?
So Concrete Genie is a game about a boy called Ash who can bring his paintings to life. And so all of our unique and special gameplay mechanics are about having fun with paint. And that's why we're here today, actually. We thought, after we announced the game in Paris, which we had an amazing response to, we got a lot of questions about how does the painting actually work. And we've known for a long time that the first time we were going to debut the game and show it live, we wanted to be here at PSX with all of you. And so we thought this would be a great opportunity to come and say hello.
Well, hello.
Well, hello.
Are you guys ready to say hello? So what are we doing? What are we going to jump into?
So Jing, our game designer over there. Hi, Jing.
Hi, Jing.
Hi. Are you going to get started on the demo? So one of the most important parts of the game is that we want to make anyone feel like they can be an artist.
Sure. Now, this has been something that's been on my mind since Paris. You're going to look me in the face and tell me this isn't an Infamous tie-in, that this isn't Delson. Literally the same red hat, he's got a bag on, he's doing graffiti. You just ripped off Sucker Punch and everybody knows it.
I knew you were going to do that. You know what? It's completely coincidental. And when we showed the trailer at Paris Games Week, I actually got an email from Nate Fox teasing me about that as well.
Yeah.
And so I had to assure him that it was completely coincidental as well.
I say you lean into it now. It's just an Infamous prequel.
There is that option.
Just an Infamous prequel.
Yeah, right? Give up all your dreams of the game you're trying to make. Shove it into this.
You know, it genuinely was completely coincidental. When you're making a game, you go through so many revs and iterations on the character. And we just ended up with here for a lot of other reasons. He used to have a blue hat. And I think when we changed it to a red hat, it suddenly became
That's when it happens.
Evocative of Delson, yeah.
All right, so what is happening right now? We're just painting?
Yeah, so we use the motion controls in the DualShock 4 pad, and so you can see Jing motioning there. And you have these selection
not a game
of
for me.
brushes
I
that you
suck at
find as you
drawing.
play through the game. And we call this living paint. And the goal is to take any of the marks and the gestures that you make in the world and grow them into something beautiful. And a big part of our player fantasy is making sure that anybody who plays the game can feel like an artist. I can't draw at all in real life, but in this game, you know, I can pull something together that looks half decent.
Was that a concern when you got going, right? Like, what was the original iteration? Was it freehand painting, and then you're like, oh, well, what about the...
No, that's a good question. So this is actually the third iteration on the painting mechanics that we've had in the game. And we realized that getting the right balance between agency and assistance, so that whatever you do, you feel like you made it, but what do we add to that through the technology that we've built to make it something beautiful, but you have to still feel like you did it.
Sure.
And so this is where we've ended up, and we're really happy with how it's turned out.
How long have you guys been working on it?
Quite some time.
Yeah?
We have been on this now for nearly 3 years. And so it's a labor of love that's kind of been coming together slowly but surely. And you know, we're a very small team. That's the other thing. And
how many people?
There's 14 people on the team. And we have a couple of other contractors and interns, depending on, you know, what part of the process we're in. But it's very small, and that's why iteration on a small team is the most important thing. But it's a different type of process.
I believe it. So then, we're showing the painting right now, but how does this get used in the gameplay? Is it a puzzle game? Like, how do you describe it?
So it's a third-person action adventure, and later on next year we're going to be showing more of the action elements in the game.
Okay.
But because this is such a pivotal thing, and you know, one of the most striking things about the game, we wanted to kind of get out there with this first. And there are puzzle-solving mechanics in there. And in a little bit, Jing is actually going to go around the corner and start painting creatures, which is another really important part of the game. And the story and the theme of the game is about bullying. And one of the reasons that these creatures are so important is that they're the friends that Ash wished he had in real life. And they have a really important gameplay function as well. And depending on how you paint the creatures, the colors that you use, they have different abilities. And that's really where the puzzle solving comes in. So if you paint a red creature, for example, it will have fire abilities, and then you can go and solve fire puzzles.
Gotcha.
If you paint it with yellow, it will have electricity powers and things like that.
Is there going to be just a canvas mode, like a relaxed mode, to jump in and not worry about the story or not doing that?
We are looking at that. I think that's a great thing to have in there, so that people can just go and completely relax.
Sure.
Because the bullies actually exist in the world as AI, and they have an important part to play in how you're able to paint as you go through the world. And so having some way to just sit there and relax and just chill out and do whatever you want is a good part of it.
Now, when we were backstage talking, you blew my mind. So Pixel Opus is a first party.
Right.
You're actually working out of the San Mateo office.
That's right. Yeah, so tucked away, hidden on the back floor of one of the floors in the global headquarters is Pixel Opus, and we're the only development that's happening there. So we're kind of flying under the radar, but we get to kind of make our own creative IP.
We're just in the back being the creeper, you know.
Shuhei, that means you're their boss.
It does.
No, Connie Booth is their boss, and Scott Rhodey is Connie's boss.
But we all know Scott Rhodey doesn't do anything. You know what I mean? For you, Shu, why was this a game PlayStation wanted to get behind? Why was this a game you wanted them to make?
Oh yeah, so after they finished the Entwine, they came up with the wall flow concept, ideas, sketches, and I was let in to see all of the different concepts.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And this concept stood out, and I was like,
burn everything down.
I can see, I'll be playing this game. And Dom and the team said, wow, everybody picked the same concept.
Oh, that is.
Right?
That was an unusual moment. Like one of the things that happened when we kind of
go back to the game
is we came up with 10 different concepts for a game, and we go through an exercise where we imagine the gameplay and the story, and we do a little one sheet where we try and picture it as a finished product. And then we do a bunch of supporting artwork and prototypes to try and figure that out. And when we came to the idea for this game, which actually came from our VFX artist, Ashwin, the boards were like 5 times longer. There was loads more to talk about, and you could actually imagine it as a gameplay experience, which is obviously the most important thing.
So that's something we glossed over in that conversation there. But Entwine was the studio's first game.
Dreams, but with
at the time, who was making up the
more
staff?
puzzles and
because you guys have brought in a bunch of students, right?
That's correct. Yeah. So everybody on the team were graduates from different academic gaming programs in the States. We had the original 6 were from the Carnegie Mellon Entertainment Technology Center. And then we had another couple of students from the San Jose State's animation and illustration program as well. And then it was myself and Jeff Sangali, who I think is over there somewhere, art director.
Yeah, so the group of very talented, young, passionate people, and 2 mentors.
The old men,
yeah.
The 2 old
The
people there to make
crusty
sure these
veterans.
kids knew what they were doing.
Right. And then after we did Entwined, we knew that if we were going to carry on making games that were investing in a message and were trying to make an emotional connection, we wanted to do it in a genre and at a scale that was easier to access. And we all love third-person action-adventure games, so we thought this would be a great platform in order to kind of make something that was imaginative and a bit different, but was maybe a bit easier to get into than Entwined was.
When you start this studio and bring in all these young folks who are super ambitious and ready to go, but green as hell, are you thinking it's going to work? Are you panicking that this could easily blow up in your face?
In this case, no. The interesting thing is, when I was at school, there were no courses that you could do that would teach game development. There just was nothing you could do academically to get you ready for making games. And so when I started a long, long time ago, everything was learnt on the job.
Yeah.
And what we found when we were going to these different academic programs is that the tools and the kind of the abilities and knowledge that they had just from their studies was equivalent to what I was getting 5 years into the job.
Wow.
So they were actually teaching us stuff on how, the best way to kind of put things together. And we run the team with a completely flat hierarchy. So it's been a really interesting, lively collaboration at all times, basically. And we've added a few more senior people,
that is really cool.
To kind of help increase our capacity and ambition and scope as well. But we always maintain that kind of young part of the workforce, just to make sure that one of the main missions of the group is to make sure that people have an amazing start to their time in the games industry. And
That's
so
awesome. That's a great mission statement to have for the group.
Mm-hmm.
So then, to wrap it up, put a pin in Concrete Genie. We're going to see more of it in 2018, obviously.
Yes.
See the action adventure side of it.
We're going to be out next year.
But there is more to it than just the painting, right?
Absolutely.
I feel like I'm tranquil right now.
Yeah.
The music is good, the art is beautiful, but like there's a game to it there that's actually going to challenge you.
Absolutely, yeah. There is an action-packed third-person adventure in there as well, and we're just kind of pacing out how we reveal that to everybody over the next few months.
Well, awesome. Thank you so much for coming by. Did you guys like it? That's Concrete Genie. Oh, right. Oh, now you're sure about this, right?
I'm pretty sure.
He's pretty. All right, so here's what we're going to do.
Somebody stop me.
We're going to tell. No, there's no one to stop you. That's why the problem is. This is a shirt for Concrete Genie.
We got these today. This is our first crew shirt. It's the first Concrete Genie shirt. And we love them. It's designed by our character illustrator, Lansing, on team. And we thought it would be awesome if we gave one to everybody here tonight.
I want that shirt.
But again, to be clear, he's saying that, and no one told me to say that. So is it going to happen? I don't know. Don't get mad if you leave and there is no shirt. There's probably a shirt, but who knows?
I'm pretty sure there is.
You're pretty sure there's shirts?
Yeah.
All right, then. When you leave. Oh, you got one. You didn't even leave yet. Did you steal that? How did you get it? You went to the bathroom, came back in, they gave it to you? All right, cool.
There you go.
There's shirts. There are real shirts out there. A big deal for Concrete Genie. Obviously, their first shirt.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wear them with pride.
Thank you for coming out, Dom.
Cheers, Greg.
Pleasure.
Yeah.
Shuhei, as always, thank you so much. You're a gem. We love you. Ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, that's the end of the PSX kickoff. Have a great weekend. Play cool games. Go see cool panels. Be cool to one another.
Disappointing, yes. But, like they said, it was not supposed to be a keynote. Which is interesting. It's a lot of people expect, you have to have a keynote, and they just said no, you don't have to. It's probably a good idea, but no. Oh shit. I'm sorry, I'm playing a game right now. But I'm gonna turn this off actually. But I like this. It was different. It was... A lot of people are not gonna like it, and I totally 100% is gonna get that. But I have to take a look back at the Paris game, because I think that's where they showed most of it. And that was the interesting part of it, when they said, oh, we didn't have a lot to show. I'm just like, well, then where did you show it? Well, there was Tokyo Game Show, which they showed off a couple of things, and then they showed Paris. But that Concrete Genie looked fun. I want to see the puzzles part because I like my puzzles, but if you stay until this very far, thank you. I really appreciate it. If you don't, whatever. But Miles is not going to be happy. I'm going to tell you that right now. Everyone is not going to be happy with this. But I guess they have to kind of hammer it through their head that this wasn't a keynote. This was a relaxing opening celebration. It's right there in the fucking title, too. So, I've been Real Just Jake, the lone survivor. And, thank you so much for watching and have a lovely night.